All right, everybody. Good morning. Man, it's hot up in this joint. Is it just me?
Yeah, I think it. Oh, my gate's going in and out.
Yeah, because I adjusted them. You know what it is? I'm trying to get y'all back on mic control. Keep it going for a second. Let me go see if I can adjust something.
Yeah. You got that perfect timing, but you running around this morning is probably why you're hot, because it's kind of comfortable in here. Really, Ashley? Yeah, Ashley's even chiming in that it's comfortable. So Mike's not in the studio yet. We're still waiting for him to get here. Scottie's already been up, took Zaylee to school and back, and now we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, that's why I was making the joke about he's gonna be medicated Mike today.
Yeah.
Boom.
Usually when he's late, we have to wonder what he's gonna come in.
Well, you know what? We're gonna call him Aunt Flo because he's late.
That's funny.
Hey, I'm just saying. Yeah, man. I did a lot of changing around on stuff yesterday because, you know, Mike doesn't have great mic control. He doesn't stay on the microphone. And what he doesn't understand is when he pulls away from the microphone to talk, the quality drops considerably. So I've adjusted the gate now. So if you pull away from the mic, we're just not going to hear you. But that's why you wear headphones, is to hear yourself. And it trips me out when people, I'm not pointing fingers at him, but when people are on a microphone, the reason you're supposed to hear yourself is so that you can hear what they hear. Mm-hmm. When you can't hear yourself,
you're not.
That means they can't hear you either.
You're not close enough, yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, he's kind of backwards though, because when you want to hear him, and there he is calling in
just for fun.
Good hump day morning to you.
What's happening?
Good morning.
Not much.
No, it's the other guy.
Yeah, it's the other guy.
Yeah, it's the other crazy one. I would have to say he would have to have quality for the quality to go down when he pulls away from the
mic. And you might have, you know, a very valid point, sir.
Well,
you know,
what y'all up to?
You might have a very valid point. What are we up to?
Trying to do a show.
Trying to do a radio show, except for these weirdos keep calling in.
It didn't sound like it this morning. I mean, Steph's in there trying to run things and off in space.
I wasn't. I got told that was a good jam.
That would be lost in space, sir.
Well, she was talking about her being in the studio.
I know.
Running.
I just heard that too, and I thought it was funny as I was coming back from the laundry room. That's where the air conditioning unit is. And so I'm coming back from the laundry room, and I hear her going, and Mike's not here yet.
I had to.
Listen, dum dum. When I say stall, I don't mean stall like a '77 Chevrolet pickup truck.
Karina was just sitting there. I was like,
Karina, do you see? She screws up. Mike's not here to blame, so she just throws it on the guest.
You know what? That's all right, because I'm not going to be here next week, so I'll take all the blame.
Yeah, just blame it on the guest.
Steph, come on, give it to him.
Yeah, blame it on the guest. Has only been here a week, and Steph's been here like 3 years.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
physically,
I had to do something.
It was like she was reading the script.
I think it's extremely funny over here.
No, it was kind of freaking me out that because I thought for a second my mic wasn't on because I wasn't.
Let me point something out. Can you hear yourself?
I can now.
I love it when she comes in the studio and goes, my mic doesn't work, and we're all looking at each other going, we hear her. What the hell is she talking about?
I was like back here, and it didn't.
I still hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
I now work for Sprint. I stopped working for Verizon.
Well, that would if that's the case, that explains the spottiness of you working on and off like Sprint.
Well, you know that guy did. He quit Verizon.
Yeah, I know. I've seen commercial.
He's a Sprint.
You know what I find funny about Sprint is we go down to Indian Springs, and the only phone that works there is Sprint. And I'm going, man, that's super cool because AT&T didn't work down there.
Yeah.
But then we were sitting at Tubby Tom's the other day. We're just a mile or two off the expressway. You just assume that close to expressway.
That is going to work.
All the towers work tremendously awesome, right? Because you're on the expressway, the main drag. And Sprint wasn't working. So I'm like, really? That is asinine. That is like totally backwards. If anything, you should really be working here and not working there. But hey, it is what it is.
You just got
Crazy.
some weird
Modern
phones.
technology. You gotta love it.
Bella, somebody. Golly.
Oh, it's Bella.
That's Bella.
Bella, what
It's
is wrong
Bella.
with you?
She let one.
Good God. I would swear Mike's here somewhere.
I know, but I
Oh,
happen.
that was the leftovers from yesterday.
Yeah, she got something left over. All right. Woo.
Right now, that's just air over a turd.
Yeah, that's what I looked at her when I walked by her. I said, Bella, you need to go to the bathroom.
This dog is so stupid. Let me just say.
Oh no.
This dog, I am so ready. I mean, God forgive me for saying this. I'm so ready for that day.
Oh my gosh.
Because she's got to where she'll go outside and she just stands next to the door, like, let me back in. She don't want to go poop. She don't want to go pee. I have to go out there with a broom and swat her on her butt and go, get out there and use the bathroom. And then she'll come in, and if I put her in her crate, she'll try to poop in her crate. And I'm like, you have got to be the most retarded dog I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but you love her.
Well, that's questionable right now. The question is my anger outweighing the love? Because I just keep looking at her going, what is wrong with you? You used to be this amazing freaking dog. It's like
she's old.
It's like she wants to lay there and growl. Like she don't even lick her head, lift her head up when somebody comes in the door, but she growls like she's gonna kill somebody. And I'm like, look, you dumb biatch, you probably need to get up and run to the door if you're really gonna defend the house.
She's like what, 12 now?
Yeah, something like that. But when we're not home, dude, she's on it. I mean, like if I walk out to the garage and then come back in the house after being gone for a few minutes, dude, she wants to kill me. I'm just like, golly, I'm the guy that feeds you, chick. You need to chill.
Oh, that's like the other day. My father-in-law was letting our dogs
Sounds
out.
like your co-host.
No, I know, right?
Buttercup was about to eat him up.
It's just funny how dogs are. I had one dog named Maggie. It was a red chow lab mix. Great dog. Very protective of the home. But truthfully, if I was home, she didn't act like a guard dog. I mean, it was just kind of odd. I mean, but it's like she knew, hey, I'm home. I ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
But I had a boss that would drop by the house occasionally when I still worked with Belco, and she just did not like Randy. Like she could be, you know, I had a totally square yard, house dead center. It was an acre. The dog could be what used to be the kids' playhouse in the back. We turned it into a doggy condo, and the dog could be back there laying, and you wouldn't even realize I had a dog. Like he walks through the gate, and he's about halfway to my steps,
Oh, no.
and then she comes around the side of the house. And she just hated him. Like she just, it didn't matter if he had port rinds, she hated him.
Who knows why?
But what's funny, I'll tell you a story. What's funny is when I had 5 Great Danes and Bella, I had sold this work van that I had to this Mexican guy. And he always would come by the house and stuff and say, hey, and I'd always say, listen, dude, if I'm not here, don't even come through this fence.
Oh no.
He's like, well, your dogs don't seem that bad. I said, that's because I'm staying in here, but I'm promising you, don't come in my fence.
Don't come in the house.
Well, he ended up not being able to pay me for the van, so he gave me back the van. Well, I pulled it in front of my garage door. Well, when you pulled into my yard, my fence went probably about 10 feet from the property line as far as the front yard goes. But it had enough room in the driveway that you could park 2 vans or 2 cars, and then you'd have to open this 14-foot gate to pull on to the garage because my driveway was probably like 125 feet long. So, moral of my story, the van was backed up, and when the gates were locked, you never have to worry about anybody coming in your yard. I mean, you got 5 Great Danes and a Presa. Nobody comes in your yard. Well, they were all laid up in the doggy condo, and he needed to get his insurance card off the visor. So he after I'd already said, don't come in the yard when I'm at home. So he goes into the damn gate. He says that the Danes come around the yard, come around, and they watch him walk to the van. He says everything was cool. He said, but then I tried to leave. He said, I get it out of the van. He says, I make it about 10 feet from the van, aiming from the front. He said, 5 Danes come and sat in the middle of the driveway. He said, here I am freaking out over these 100 and something pound dogs, you know, because my biggest one was right at 200 pounds. He said, I was so freaked out about them. He said, and then this little Black Panther looking dog comes sneaking up. He says, I decided to pet her and she bit me.
Oh, no. You warned him?
Yeah. So then he runs back to the van, and they all chased him back to the van. So and now here it is like July. He said, I had to sit in the van. He said, so an hour goes by. He said, the dogs are laying down again. He says, I thought I'm going to make a break for the gate. He says, this time I got within about 10 feet of the gate. He said, they all did it again. He said, your dog bit me twice.
Oh, no.
I said, well, the first time she bit you, the second time you were dumb enough to put your hand in her mouth. He says, why do you say that? And I said, because I told you not to come in my gate. So here's what he did. So he runs back to the van. They chase him back to the van. He sits there another hour. So now the next time he opens the door, he runs around my lowrider as they're chasing him, and he just totally jumps over the next fence into the neighbor's yard. 2 dogs chase him that time. But he said that was better than 6 dogs chasing him. He said, I stood a better chance of outrunning 2 Rottweilers than I did the dogs you had. He was just like, dude, I've never seen a dog treat me like a predator like that. Like, they would not let me leave the yard. I said, I remember telling you, do not come in my yard. I mean, I had signs up. I mean, the gates were locked. You knew better, but you did it anyways. I said, you kind of get what you deserve. Now, here's the worst part of it all. His Suburban had been running the whole time, sitting in the driveway.
Oh, no. So it was out of gas.
No, he didn't run out of gas.
Out of gas?
But he almost was out of gas because he left his air conditioner on and it running for roughly 2.5 hours. Yeah, dude. He's like, man, my truck was screwed up. The air conditioner wasn't running right. The motor was acting stupid.
It's his own fault.
He's lucky it didn't overheat. But it just sat in the driveway in July. Oh, yeah. Great story.
That's
I love thinking about what he did.
Anybody that knows you know that you're always well protected.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, come on, you know, it's silly stuff like that. Somebody made the comment yesterday about a gun, and I went, really? I mean, do you even have to ask? And they were like, so you pack? And I went, is the sun up? Mike's got his. I mean, you know, how about we went somewhere the other day and it was like me, Abby, Buddha, and, you know, and Snow. And somebody made a comment, and it's like, every one of us has got guns on. I mean, come on, really? It would be the safest time to ever be in the restaurant with all of us there. Mike, any comment? You didn't even say nothing. So, hey, Jeff, what's going on with you today, brother?
On the way to work, man. Got me a 2-day job working with my old company.
Explain.
I mean, the parent company, they closed our brand, the name By Design.
Yeah.
But they're staying in the States looking at other avenues here.
Okay.
They're working on opening up another furniture company, but it's going to be a wholesale. And
really?
So,
so you may kind of get back what you had?
Nah. They've got a small mini warehouse and office, just a temporary thing. And they need to get the racks set up. So they got me coming up to help set up the racks and get the offices set up. I mean, it's only a couple of days.
Well, hopefully it turns into something, though. I mean, you know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets me on. They said it's a 2-day job. Had I had one other guy with me yesterday, I could have finished everything up yesterday. But, I mean, he's paying me. I ain't not going to complain. At least it's an income for
That's right.
Now.
That's right.
It's just kind of odd. I mean, it's the building directly next door to our old warehouse. So driving back up here again is kind of weird.
Right. Well, hey.
So
I'm just glad you're working.
So are you in on?
Yep.
You in on this this Goodwill dress?
I'm protesting.
Are you?
Well, I don't believe me and my wife were having a huge debate over this. So apparently, here's how this works. So say there's 10 people, the Just for Fun people, say there's 10 people. We're supposed to take each person is supposed to write their name on a piece of paper and what size shirt they wear. And then each person gets to draw a name. And then you're not supposed to tell anybody, right? So then you're supposed to go buy whatever shirt you believe that person should wear to go out. My problem with this is this. I think it should only say like men's XXX so that you're not going to know if it's Buddha or Military Mike. Because that way, hold on. That way there's no vengeance.
Yeah.
Because if Jeff Matthias pulls djscottie, Jeff will grab the most ridiculous, stupid ass shirt he could find because he thinks he's putting me in this shirt. See my point?
Yeah.
So I said I would rather it not be an individual's name to keep it funny because, I mean, if Philip Snow knows he grabs my name, he's going to get the most ugly, horrible, Mike's going to do it, period.
Oh, yeah.
But if you put a name to it, it's really going to be that way. And then she was talking about going to the Mystic. I was like, no, I will not go to the Mystic Grill looking like that. That's more of a go to the social house, swing into the 5 o'clock, swing into third base and maybe bar hop. But I'm not going to a nice restaurant in some stupid, ridiculous 1970s polyester shirt.
So is it just going to be the shirts or is it going to be the whole
outfit? Don't know. I don't know. She was explaining it to me, and then it just kind of started.
I was hoping it was a whole outlet, and I was hoping I'd get either your name or Abby's. I would have so much fun.
But see my point?
See there
you hear this. You hear this, right? That's why I said I don't think we should put names to it. I think it should just say female this size or male this size.
A clown's outfit.
But you nailed it anyway, because I would have done it regardless of whose name it was. I would just hope that I would get one of your two.
But the problem, but hold on. The problem is you would have to have numbers associated with it, and there would have to be somebody's name. Somebody would have to kind of be in charge of who gets what. But it keeps it funny.
Most of them,
I just think it would be funnier if you bought something and you didn't know which guy was going to have to wear it, because then it's just funny. It's not, I'm trying to be an ace-hole.
No, I agree with you. I mean, I think it'd be funnier not having a name.
Yeah.
Kind of like the white elephant.
Yeah, because then it's just a surprise.
Yeah, with shirts.
It's kind of like the kamikaze karaoke I used to do, where I would look at what you wore and I picked the song and you had no clue. I think the randomness of it would make it funnier.
I think we should have to refer to Jeff Matthias as number 3.
Why?
Well, you said you'd pick a number instead of a name.
So you just pick something stupid just so you could join in on this conversation?
Pretty much.
I mean,
so what I'm thinking
is the most random, stupidest thing Mike could say, just so he has a
Jeff
comment.
Matthias, you're number 3.
Why would you not just call him like number 7?
Because that's lucky. Have you ever seen this guy up close? Nothing lucky about him.
Apparently he does have luck.
Why, Brianna?
Duh.
Yeah, that's more sympathy. So that'd be a 9.
So you're saying that she's probably the lady that would have 14 Pekingese just because they're ugly?
Yes. But, Pekingese really.
She was robo-tripping.
Are kind of cute. Man, do not even say that about my Brianna. She was not robo-tripping. She was just doing drugs so she could forget about being married to you.
LSD? Mushrooms?
Y'all were chilling, weren't you? Weren't you doing a little vacation thing?
Not really. I mean, we took a 3-day weekend, went up to Helen about a month ago.
Yeah.
But that's about it. She's
sounds like a vacation. What the hell, man? Why do people have to be so freaking difficult with me?
I don't know.
Damn it, number 3.
Why do they?
Damn it, number
Could
3.
be the personality.
I'm not difficult with him.
Stephanie believes if she's right about something, even if she's wrong, if she believes she's right, she will try to prove she's right. And
way overboard.
Even to the point that once she figures out she's wrong, she's still going to try to prove she's right.
Power to the
Kind
people.
of like your discussion y'all had last week.
I don't know which one because
during your vacation,
I'm still hung up on Stephanie saying that people in the wheelchair got it easy.
Downhill.
No,
I can't get past that. I can't get past
on the walking track. They had it.
Okay, now I got to bring something up too. Is
at the school.
Why was everybody talking about my junk yesterday on the message board?
What the hell are you talking about?
Stephanie was talking about junk.
Y'all do know that once y'all get past the stage of ridiculous, I don't read. So I'm.
This was like
Karina's asking me about a band. I vaguely remember it because I turn notifications off because it's like ding, 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 ding.
I almost left the whole room thinking I could maybe get away from this. One comment,
and then you bring it up.
Yeah, one comment, and then suddenly my junk's in everybody. Jacob's firing on it. It's like, Jacob, you're in a wheelchair. Shut up.
All I said was,
Steph, does Jacob have it easy too?
That it finally popped up or something like that. I don't remember exactly what I said.
Back to your herpes again, huh?
No.
Shut up. It's not herpes.
Just talking about my junk popping up.
No, I was talking about that article that he sent in
Jeff,
the message.
How's it going with you, sir? Let's chat about them trees.
Mike gets for me when he says his jump pops off.
My jump? You know what, number 3, you're on vacation. From this point from this point, you are on vacation, sir. Number 3, Mr. 3.
I got it now. Thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3, huh?
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay.
I think it's more like hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So
how about this? Number 3, tried to have 2 right before 4.
Dale Senior.
That explains him walking around in circles.
They're running into walls. What?
The Intimidator.
Hey, Scott, you're coming up on commercial time. I'm going to let y'all go.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks for calling. Hey, have a great day, young man.
Is it number 3?
Have a great day.
All right, man. See you later. All righty.
Man, what a courteous.
And it is hump day.
It is indeed.
Yes, sir. I got to go get the air turned on. I was in a hurry this morning, so I really haven't done a whole lot this morning. It seems to have us a little backwards.
Well, I was.
Who cares? So let's go to commercial. When we come back, we want to hear the highlight of your morning.
No, I will never tell it now.
No, I was really just picking because it's time for commercial. So when we get back, I want to hear the highlight of your morning.
And there's already a shut up, Mike.
So give us a few minutes. We'll be right back, everybody. It's just fun in the morning.
Well, I got an idea. Everybody else, shut up.
Okay, we'll be right back. And the big microphone's on.
Wow, so I don't know if y'all talking about it. So many people are freaking people that I never would have in a million years thought about boycotting the NFL or boycotting the NFL.
Well,
that dude just does not know the ramifications of what he started.
Well, not only in the game against whoever I don't even know the team that Pumpernickel Pickle Eater playing against.
It's weird. You're turning into a redneck. She's turning German.
Yeah. But two people on the other team were standing there with their fists up like this.
It's ridiculous, man.
And it's like y'all seriously are allowing those kind of protests. But the people that want to pay tribute to fallen officers and people that were killed in 9/11, y'all want to fine them. I was gonna say effing fine them, but I forgot he put the big mic on.
Yeah, done.
It's ridiculous. So you can honor, or so you can protest that, but you can't honor something. Damn, Ashley, you ate them all already?
There's some cake for her.
Those big. From the trash truck. Just makes no sense whatsoever to me, the whole NFL thing. I just watched it on 9/11 because I wanted to see how many idiots are going to be sitting down.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I think there's going to be some major financial ramifications.
Well, there needs to be. Those that absolutely do not agree with it, they need to boycott. But then you got people that, he's practicing his religious or his
I don't think that's going
right
to fly.
to whatever.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
So many people. There is a huge amount of people protesting the NFL, boycotting the NFL.
Oh, I'm all for it. I hate them. I mean, I think they're just a bunch of overpaid sissies. How come? Let me ask this question, and we'll go live with it too. How come when the Braves, when the baseball league was on strike, everybody was like, replace them, replace them. So why are we caving to these pansies? You put the heat on, all the other teammates will be like, y'all straighten your ass up. It's kind of like a drill sergeant. If you let Gomer Powell mess up, you all do push-ups. They all will ride you know what I'm saying? They'll ride his ass.
Corporal punishment.
But so far, it's not hitting where it needs to.
It will. It's coming.
It's coming.
Because they say that his jersey went from number whatever to number one.
Yeah, but then when
jersey.
football starts decreasing, everybody's going to blame him for it now. Well, him and the other idiots.
Yeah, they're just being dumb. Do the Humpty Hump, y'all.
He's just practicing his freedom of speech. I'm so tired of hearing that.
Well, you know what?
He's doing a peaceful, silent protest.
I think if
I'm doing a silent protest and turning the channel when the NFL comes on.
I think this is going to be a big turning point in how this whole thing works. Is if somebody's protesting or whatever and you don't like it, before we used to complain about it, now we're going to say, I'll watch racing.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. My money spends everywhere. I don't have to give it to you.
Dang, get some redneckstep.
I mean, that's the way.
Damn. My money spends everywhere, bitches.
And mainly the only reason why I was watching the NFL on Sunday.
Well, no doubt it's exciting. Well, not only that, but
I just watched the beginning of it when they did the American anthem on all of the national anthem.
Yeah, that's
I just watched. That's all I watched, and I watched it through the NFL Sunday Ticket, which, by the way, I'm not paying for.
You told us 100 times.
So,
how about the one guy that helped the soldiers hold the flag? Did you see that guy? It's a young kid.
Hey, did you see Lou's wife? She married down.
She married way down.
We need to bring that up.
She needs to be here on 80s night.
Hit him up and see if he's listening this morning. Just send him a message real quick before we do it. Let's see if he's listening.
Can I say something about his wife?
No, wait till we go live. Just say, hey, are you listening to the show this morning?
Yeah, baby. Do the underground Humpty Hump. What are you doing to that poor baby? Lubuzo.
stuffing her.
Little fart rap going on.
Mm-hmm. Man, I went in an hour never yesterday. Oh my God, the new floors. Have you seen the new floors?
Mm-mm.
They look so deep. Look at that new floor. They look so deep. No, it's the concrete. It's got a cool finish though. The floor looks so deep. It looks like you can reach into it. Watch these. Wait till you see this new floor, man.
Is it purposely that way?
Yeah, look. They went from that to this.
Isn't that nice?
Look at that marble look. And it's concrete. It's just finished with a high gloss.
Oh, that's cool.
That studio looks so much better. They took that countertop out, made more room. They took that countertop out, put a toolbox. See, that countertop was too tall anyways. See, that's lower. Oh, yeah. The studio looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks like bubbles in it. Like,
that's just cool.
Like, air bubbles. Like
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Lou said he can't.
Can't listen. Tell him he'll have to go home and watch a video.
But he's working on a video promotion.
Yeah, just tell him to watch video when he gets home at say 8:10 or 8. Tell him at 8:05. Yeah, we're talking about you, Lou. I want to bring something up. Everybody, welcome back to Just for Fun Radio. We're gonna give Lou a little bit of a shout out. I was just saying to militarymike.
Oh, he's turning it on right now, he said.
Oh, is he? Okay, so we'll wait on Lou. Just tell him to let us know when he's on.
All right.
So how about Now or Never Tattoo? I was telling the people on the break, they've redone their shop. Chris Huff said, man, we've been looking at these same red walls every day. He says it's driving us nuts. So they changed it up, painted it gray. To me, the gray is really great because it blends now with the airbrush stuff, the pictures up top. They had a guy come in with the gray and white and airbrush a lot of the faces and stuff of the people that come in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So now the studio matches. That floor is amazing. It's they finished the concrete and gave it a marble look with a really high gloss. It looks like you could just reach into the floor. It looks so deep and glossed over. It's just really cool.
It kind of has that fish tank looking to it with air bubbles. When you have a fish tank that has air bubbles, y'all'd have to see Ashley's fish tank to understand what I'm saying.
How much you want for that stinky weed?
And then you thinking about the head on a beer or something with all them bubbles? What did you?
No, she has it's a round fish tank, and it has a cylinder in the middle of it that's where the air thing goes. And it just shoots.
Speaking
bubbles.
of air, I think you need some oxygen.
It just shoots. It does bubbles. And they change colors.
It looks like marble, everybody. I don't know where Stephanie's mind is. Look, here's a video of the show. Watch.
The air bubbles.
Stephanie has lost her mind. See, look at the floor. So everybody, make sure you go check out the Now or Never page. Look at all that high gloss. Isn't that cool? And to me, it looks like it'd be a whole lot easier to sweep up and clean, too. So, anywho's, there you go, everybody. We were just trying to... Stephanie all of a sudden went to some fish tank thing. I have no idea. Everybody, I apologized for my
I was
high co-host.
I got
whatever.
So, look. So, here's Lou's page. I want everybody to see this. So, I'm scrolling through... just scrolling through some pictures.
Yeah, I think he's about to call too.
And all of a sudden, look at this hot woman right here. Lou's wife dated down.
Yeah, obviously.
Like we thought Mike Myers' wife dated down. Mike accuses my wife of dating down. Lou's wife dated down.
Okay, how did this beautiful woman get involved with Lou, the Italian Sicilian troll?
It's got to be. It's got to be the DJ thing. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like he got lucky, like I got lucky, and boy, he struck the lottery.
What? Me? Hello.
You're not a DJ.
I'm a co-host DJ.
You're a dumb jerk.
Hey,
that puts you at a DJ level.
It
puts you at a weird level, but it's still a DJ.
So, I hope that's Lou.
Just for Fun Radio.
Hey.
Lou.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Hey, Lou.
Are you listening to the show?
On radio?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm listening right now.
What's up,
Paisano? Shout out to my wife. Thank you. It's her birthday.
Man,
yes,
how did you trick her into that marriage thing with you?
I paid her.
It must be like a lifetime of installments, dude.
See, this isn't working because she's upstairs taking a shower because I'm taking her out all day.
Oh,
and,
man.
I should have got like a 10 minutes head up and I would have been like, oh, I didn't know that, you're going to talk about my wife.
Yeah, but the good thing is you can play it back on YouTube.
Hold on. Hey, Scottie's giving you a happy birthday on the radio station.
Hey,
saying, how did you marry me?
something weird about you letting me talk to your wife while she's naked in the shower, but feel free to put the phone right in there.
Naked yet. No. She was just getting ready. No.
Dang it, man.
Just keep talking.
Just
Lou.
keep talking. We got a few minutes then.
Just keep talking, Lou.
Right.
Stretch it out.
So, Scotty, we're putting together this 80s dance party thing on September 30th.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be really a lot of fun. We're going back in time.
Yeah,
I want
man.
everybody to tune in from 8 to 10 on that Friday night. We're going to count down the top 25 songs from VH1's classic One Hit Wonder.
Yeah, man.
And we're gonna be reading the news.
Lou's asked me a couple of questions like, what are you thinking? And I'm like, you're already on it, dude. You've already got it exactly. You like his vision and my vision is the same vision. So I'm like, you just go with it. I like exactly where you're going.
Yeah,
now, the whole thing is that people have to remember this is going to be an opposite show for Just for Fun Radio. It's actually going to be music-based with a guy talking about the music for a quick second and back to the music.
right.
So the star of the show is the music piece,
Yes.
not the DJ.
Yeah, and we tried that with the first version of the Rough Edge, and and it just didn't take off. So,
Well,
I mean, here we are, perfect.
Once a month. Yeah, we're going to do it once a month. I'm making a promo for you right now for
Cool.
the Just for Fun radio page, a quick video. It's going to be kind of fun. Each time that we do, we're going to do something different. So maybe the month afterwards, we might do the #1 hits, the best artists of the 80s.
Right.
And then we might do just girl groups or the Sky groups or something really cool, English groups, even just rock hair bands.
Yes.
That might be a good thing for you guys.
Yeah, because
But,
see, we've tried to talk about that. I said originally, you know what I kind of wanted with the Rough Edge. I said what I wanted was to do kind of the flashback of how we went from Led Zeppelin and those type of bands to Motley Crue. I mean, because if Quiet Riot's kind of started it.
Zeppelin and those groups were more of that grungy look.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, and then all of a sudden it went to hair bands.
Yeah.
Because of the girls.
Yes.
And the girls love that stuff. I mean, from Poison and all those groups. Twisted Sister, they thought that their hair and their makeup was going to scare people away.
Right.
And that the guys who were producing it were like, you can't do that. And they're like, no, we're doing this.
Right.
And there was a lot of great stories within that time. But you got to tune in, man.
Yeah, man, I'm all for it.
10, lock it in and rip the knob off if you got it on radio, which we don't yet. But turn off your phone and just keep it on and just rock in.
That's right.
It's gonna be a lot of cool stuff, man.
Hopefully, like Travis and Stephanie, they would be grilling out, telling all their friends, because that's what we used to do. We'd throw a little 80s on Friday night just so everybody could hang out and grill out. So I'm excited. This is perfect.
Yeah, we might even put together for you guys. I might work on, and I talked to a couple of DJ friends of mine, and work on a pre-recorded 2-hour set of just party music where the DJ's spinning it up. So you could just go, hey, this is the 80s dance party, on the nights that I can't do it. And, this is DJ so-and-so spinning up the 80s hit. Yeah. And you guys can get out there,
and that's great.
Outside, jumping in the water and everything like that.
Right.
That'd be funny.
Because I was actually just sitting here thinking what I may do is record your show while y'all are here. And that way, you're here once a month, but then twice a month we do it. In other words, you and Mike come and do, say, the first Saturday of the month, and then I play it the third Saturday of the month, whichever. I'm just saying that way we have it as a bi-monthly thing.
Yeah.
That's the plan. I mean, it's gonna be real quick. I got it down to where it's 25 songs, and it's a quick, like maybe 30 seconds in between of me just telling you about the song. Hey, this is number 5. It was so and so. Boom. Right. And then, that's pretty much it. So,
cool.
If Mike wants to be the producer, that's totally awesome because it'll be pretty cool that he could just work the board correctly.
Right.
I have no intention of doing anything correctly. So.
What I was thinking about doing is you could actually bring in your computer and we just plug it into to the board, and all you'd have to do is hit the live mic on the broadcaster itself, and then all you have to do is just use the board to mute you and Mike while the music's playing, and just make it so simple.
DJ?
Huh?
With virtual
DJ?
Yeah.
That way you can just use your own stuff and just plug right in.
Oh, that'll be cool.
It just gives you more control.
Yeah, that way you don't have to be putting anything else on this computer over here.
Yeah, that way all you have to do is hit the talk on this computer, and then the rest is all in your control then.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you'll have to give me is any type of commercials in which we're going to have.
Yeah, and that's simple.
Hey,
Easy
so if
peasy.
anybody's listening out there, this is the time to get in as the first sponsors of the 80s dance party, retro dance party.
Woo!
So call Scottie up right now, baby. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a great time. If your listening audience doesn't know anything about me, I've been DJing for 30 years. I started with turntables, used to spin the club. When in the 80s, I used to collect 45s, and my friends used to call me up and say, "Hey, Lou, you got to come over and play your 45s." And that's how I started DJing. And so I really, really know from 1982 all the way through to today.
You're old.
So it's really stuff that I grew up on. On the biggest market, radio market in the world in New York back in the 80s, it was craziness. So, we just want to have a great time. It's school for broadcasting. So you're not getting a guy who's never been on the radio before.
That's right.
Just want to have a good time. You're actually getting someone who's I'm not going to sound like Casey Kasem, but, you're going to get that countdown show sound.
That's right.
And that's the idea. So it should be a lot of fun. And, we just want you to tune in. You can Facebook us and message us all you want saying, cool, this is awesome. We just want to have a great time with you guys. And it's kind of cool. I've always wanted to do this again. And I just thank you for giving me the opportunity. Hopefully you're just
I appreciate
fan
it.
base will love it.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there around 7:20, 7:30 that night to set everything up. And just remember, everybody, 8 o'clock on the knob. You're gonna hear it, and we're gonna get going.
Knob. He said knob.
Well, sounds great, man. I can't wait.
That's gonna be really cool.
All right, brother.
Guys.
Well, have a good day, and make sure you take her somewhere nice for.
Yeah, tell your wife happy
dinner.
birthday, buddy.
That's the plan. I got a couple things in which we're planning on doing and everything like that. And thanks again for giving me the shout out. Maybe we could do it again next week sometime.
Oh,
yes, sir. And, definitely.
And or just re-record or record this and play it again.
Well, have a great day, man, and treat her good. Man. Have a good day.
And may the force be with you.
Yeah, may the force be with you also, and also with you.
All right, man. We'll see you later. All right, bye.
All right.
Wow, that sounded almost Catholic.
What?
May the force be with you. May the force be with you as well. Because may peace be with you.
No, it sounded like Star Wars. Sorry. Hey, so have you been watching it? They've been showing Star Wars a lot on Showtime and Stars. So I caught the new one again.
Yeah, I don't like the new one.
It was great to see it a second time.
Did it help?
It really helped with a little bit of the storyline. But I feel it's almost like a friggin' repeat. Like this BB-8 or whatever the hell he is finds the young, chick on the desert planet. It seems awfully familiar.
Yes, it does, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It feels awfully familiar.
And man, you know what? Spoiler alert. Man, you didn't have to kill Han Solo. And your son, Han Solo's son.
I'm questioning if he's gonna come back.
Darth Boo Boo Face.
What if somehow he's not dead?
Scottie, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a real live, serious question.
Sure.
If we lived a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, would you wear a mask that covered your face and made you breathe funny if there was absolutely no reason to?
No. But what's funny is since his face now has been hit with the lightsaber, of course, they're going to show that's his reasoning for what. How about this? Here's the most ridiculous part that I think was funny. When he walks into the Millennium Falcon, the deleted scenes, by the way, because they show the deleted scenes at the end of the version on Stars. So he walks in, he's got a mask on, and he has his robe on, if you will, and he has kind of the hood pulled over his head. You're already wearing a mask. Is it cold outside? Why do you have the hood up? So then he walks into the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. And as he walks in, he's like pulling the hood off. And I'm thinking, can you not see? Is there a reason you pulled your hood off? Can you not see through the mask? And then I'm thinking, what was the whole point to begin with? You've got a friggin' mask on. Is it not hot enough for you?
I don't know. Maybe when we were younger and Darth Vader came through that wall the first time, and dun 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 dun.
Yeah, but he never had a hood over his helmet.
And he came out and he goes, "Where is the princess?" And everybody in the theater was like, "Oh my God, he's such a bad guy. He's so evil." Now they're trying to do it with this young kid.
Yeah, but his face was already jacked up. He had to wear the helmet.
Right. Well, now I think it's different because you and I are kind of tough as kids. Now kids are such wimps. They probably go, "Oh my God, I bet you his CPU is running at 89% RAM."
Oh,
you know, and that's why it's scary when he does that, because I would punch a little brat in the face. I would do like a 6-foot punch and catch him right in the throat.
And then my question is, if the female is a Jedi and she has the power, then does the black dude have the power too? Because they handed him the lightsaber.
And he went to town, baby. He went to town, man.
So I have no idea where they're going with this.
Yeah, I think it got lame over.
And here's another thing that kind of pisses me off. When the movie first started coming out, there was all this controversy about this black guy being the star. And here's what makes no sense. Why did that matter? And they made the comment about him getting the lightsaber. And I'm thinking, why did that matter? Samuel L. Jackson was a Jedi. The little green guy was a Jedi. What difference does it make?
Little green guy? That is sacrilegious, buddy.
I'm just saying.
That's Yoda, man.
Yoda.
I don't get, no, I'm not just saying it that way. I'm being sarcastic. The little green guy, if you're making a big deal about this young black guy having the lightsaber, what difference does it make? You had this little green guy had one.
Little green
and
guy?
Then there was the other weird looking green guy with the real funky head, you know? I mean, there was, I don't get it. Why I think people just want to bitch.
I think Disney'd it up.
Well, here's my other thing I was curious of was BB-8 actually written into the script originally? Is he in the book originally? Because they show the guy, J.J. Abrams, whatever. Oh, it's Abrams. How he is the one that insisted on this BB-8 thing. And they went through like a great deal of trouble to make this robot work. And I'm thinking, if you're going to put this much time in the robot, why didn't you put this much time in making the movie better?
I have one comment.
What?
The droid. It's not a robot.
What the French toast ever?
What's the difference?
What?
What's the difference?
There's a tremendous amount of difference. You don't know the difference between a droid and a robot?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. So, how are you this morning?
I'm just trying to figure out where we're going with this argument. I'm still saying the movie could have been better.
I'm saying the movie, out of 5 stars, I think the movie got 2 forks. It's just.
What is this new movie?
It was very predictable is my problem.
Yeah, I agree.
And what's this new Star Wars movie that they're coming out with that
I have no idea.
It's called Star Trek.
It has new a new cast in it that's completely not the same one that we just watched.
Why?
Exactly. Why?
No, I'm asking you, what are you talking about?
It's like supposed to show the backstory of the.
Try to find it so I know what you're talking about. And is there a video of it?
I'm looking.
I know.
Looking.
Because it's supposed to show the backstory of where they got to where they're at, where this new movie just came out from.
Well, I mean, if we think about Star Wars in general, there's a couple weird things that goes on. One, Anakin is a child of immaculate conception. Jesus. He always wears black, wears white. He's good, he's bad, blah, 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 blah. And then in The Empire Strikes Back, the entire empire is basically being controlled by some teddy bears. Those little Ewoks are adorable. Don't get me wrong. I'd have 2 of them if I didn't think they pooped on their own fur. But the fact of the matter is...
Yeah, because they're like Stephanie. They can't wipe their own butt.
Yeah, you have to get like a little Ewok bidet.
That's right. Ewok diapers.
Or just freaking dip them in the water when they're done pooping.
Yeah, but is that water you're going to have to drink from?
Absolutely not.
See?
What do you think this is? Flint, Michigan?
I'm just saying.
Bum.
Ew.
Too soon?
No, keep going.
Okay. So I think the Ewoks are adorable. And I literally would raise them. I would have a bunch of them living up underneath the steps if I thought it was
would try
legal.
to create a army.
Yes, yeah, an Ewok army.
Yeah, Tubby wants to do that with midgets in Porterdale.
I remember
they want to take
that.
over
I remember
Porterdale.
that, and that got shot down, didn't it? Because of some city ordinances, or you
I
can't
have no
own more
idea.
than 2 midgets, or
I don't know.
What? It's not Germany. God, freaking World War II.
Hot smoke.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, bless you.
So, has he checked into the permits that are involved? Because
I don't know. I thought human trafficking was illegal.
Well,
are we trying to say that they're not human?
We'll just keep them out of the road, and it won't be anything to do with traffic.
Really?
Hey, I got an idea. We could make them Muslim haters. And
if they were Muslim midgets, then nobody would, because they would think it was his religious background. He could do that.
You see where I'm going with this? And then they all could kneel. We wouldn't know because they're so short and they have little stubby fat legs. But
I'm going to open a church called the Church of Scottieism.
Really? Is there a cream for that? Now
only Stephanie has the cream.
Now here's my point: is last night there was a meeting that was canceled
yesterday.
It's hard to say.
Yeah,
the council canceled the meeting about the moratorium on the mosque.
Yeah, a few folks that we actually know were standing out there with guns. I'm not saying they're my
and flags.
Not saying they're my peeps. Okay. I'm just saying I knew a few of them.
I didn't want to bring up any pictures because I don't really want to repost any of that stuff.
Yeah, but a few of those cats we actually know by name.
Oh yeah.
It was tough to watch. I'm just gonna go with that.
I hate how the news media, let's word it this way. There was more news media there than there were people protesting. And the news media was trying to instigate more problems so they could catch it on video. Like this morning, the stupid idiot on WSB Channel 2, the news reporter goes, and there was a large group of men out there with guns to prove that they were angry. No, the guns had nothing to do with anybody being angry. But leave it to you jackholes to try to paint a very horrible image. And each news team was trying their best to try to paint this into something more than it was.
Do you think people are getting tired of mainstream media?
God, yeah.
You think so? Because it was so obvious that they were trying to poke the bear.
They were trying to piss people off to try to catch them on video. They have turned into the National Enquirer.
All of them. I tell you, even the Washington Post, the Huffington Post, New York Times, all these big papers are now doing this. Do you think it's because it's all going online?
I believe so. I believe they're doing whatever they can to keep viewers,
readers, whatever.
Because who's the blonde chick you've been paying attention to from the Blaze?
Oh, Tommy. I've followed.
But what I'm saying is, people are turning to listening to her. Who's the gentleman out of Stockbridge that we like?
Herman Cain.
Everybody's turning to him.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's turning to real media of where what they're doing is, and this is the way I view it, they're turning back to what media really was. You got to remember back in the 60s, in the 70s too, like when Watergate happened, those reporters were working their ass off to come out with the truth. And that's back when news was real. Now it's all puppet shows and misbelief and misdirection.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that they really fought against back then was who was going to break the story first.
Right. And now it's who can come up with more viewers. Well, we can watch jackass videos for that. Steve-O.
Yeah, it kills me that if you've been to other countries and all and whatnot, and Karina can help with this one, is that German news is like German news, man. It's like whatever the hell's going on. If there's dead people,
they cover it everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's our country, if it's your country, if it's Indonesia.
If it's dead people laying on the ground,
they cover it.
There's a picture of it on the front page. And isn't that what news is supposed to? Don't censor my news.
And they're actually trying to get into the story, not making anything up, not assuming.
They sure twist it here. Like they will cut it and edit it to manipulate it to look like something that it's not. And that's what's really funny.
Well, I'm sitting here posting Tommy's final thoughts for the day, or it's actually yesterday. You know, she started out on One American News. She must have got one.
Share that to me, and we'll play it.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to. Tommy, you know what I really like about Tommy is, one, she is absolutely stunningly beautiful. She's never done any type of provocative photos, though. You see?
Damn, so I can't find any?
Nope. She keeps it clean, brother. And she's I believe she's either engaged or married to a very clean-cut young man, which is cool. Now, here's the thing. She doesn't cuss and go all bananas and all that other stuff and try to shock radio. But, boy, does she put it to you. And she's smart.
Well, that's the pictures I was looking for. Is her trying to put it to you?
She is really, really smart. And the thing about it is if somebody, if she's talking about somebody like this Caperna, what'd you call them, Steph? Caperna Pumpernickel, whatever.
Yeah. Why are you even trying to do that?
I'm just trying to get her involved.
This is like trying to feed, crackers to a parrot.
I'm just trying to get her involved. So, okay. But so
pumpernickel pickle eater.
There you go. All right, good. She got it out. It took a minute. So if this guy is, let's say she attacks him and this guy doesn't like it and he starts mouthing off, she'll say, you know the number, buddy. Come on the show right now.
Right.
And guys, it's so funny because they won't go on the show. They'll do that whole video.
Well, it's like the guys that we have.
Like
they want
rappers and
they want to pop their mouth off on Facebook, but you can't get them to do anything.
Yeah, you can't get them to call in. They want to be all big and bold on.
Yeah, that's
YouTube.
what I'm saying. Like these rappers, they're all badasses and all this other stuff. And she's like, "Well, carry your happy ass onto the show,
right?
And let's discuss it." They won't ever do it. They do it by video, so they can go, "Oh, whatever," and just hang up on her. And it's like she's ripping them a new one, and I love it. Unfortunately, I bet you something bad will happen to her. That's the way. It's a coward's way out. She's going to piss somebody off. And something bad's going to happen to her, unfortunately.
Well,
it's just the way the media and the Clintons work.
But I was going to say the Clintons, but she's probably going to have some people watching her back. Don't think she's not.
I certainly hope the Blaze. That's Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck is pretty much the owner of the Blaze.
And Glenn Beck is the guy that used to be Channel 2?
Yes. Oh no,
Channel 5. Or I don't know who you're talking about.
Glenn Beck is like Sean Hannity-ish.
Okay.
But he's a real jerkwad. He's more like what's the guy that does the spin on the Fox? I never did care for him. But he's always, trying to give that really, really opinionated opinion, one of those guys. Here's the thing is that I don't think Tommy will ever become tarnished by popularity,
Right.
I don't think she's ever going to change, but I just pray to God she doesn't turn into another Barbara Walters and start doing exclusive stuff. Right. Because as soon as Barbara Walters got off of news, anchoring news desk, and then started doing that exclusive, interviews, she turned into a prima donna, she turned into the freaking dancer in the front of the balcony.
Well, it's kind of like the Monica Kaufman. You don't know anything about her anymore.
Monica actually spoke in 1982. Monica spoke at the adult school in Stone Mountain's graduation, which was a bunch of crony stoners, just the people that got kicked out of regular schools.
Yes.
And she spoke, and you know what? Monica, what was her name at the thing? Kaufman.
You almost said Lewinsky.
I know, just because that joke I posted about Monica Lewinsky this morning. Monica Kaufman, correct?
Kaufman.
Yes.
And we grew up listening to her.
Yeah, I think she retire because she has cancer.
Yeah, she did a really, really bad commercial on WSB about buying her family member a condo and using this one real estate agent that only charges like $500. And she said, "What do those other real estate agents do with that 7 to 9%?" It's like, wow, you just cut into a lot of people's money. But hey, that's what it's all about, man.
And then Amanda Davis, she was on Channel 5 and she got busted drinking and driving. So now she's gone to playing a news anchor in movies and TV shows.
Linda Stouffer, been a friend of Linda Stouffer's for ever since right before I went to college. Right before I went in the Army. And then who are this? Katie Kyle, remember? Katie Kyle's still on Facebook and everything. God, she looks.
Katie Kylie?
Yeah, she looks 150 years old, but she was always. I remember her being at like the Super Bowl of motocross at the Fulton County Stadium.
And Guy Sharp.
Oh yeah, Guy and his son Butch. I bowl with Butch forever. But
Guy Sharp's wife was the secretary at my high school, so we saw him every day.
Guy Sharp used to teach Jeff Mathias how to bowl.
Good luck with that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, his son Butch was really a good bowler. But yeah, man, go walking down memory lane. You know,
Guy Sharp was the only one I really liked. That Kevin Cook, he's a dick.
I like Mark McKay.
Let me tell you, when I worked at J.C. Penney's. So look, I went to live in Myrtle Beach. Well, then my car broke down and Hurricane Hugo was on the way. So I jumped a Greyhound and came home, thinking I was going to go back and get my car. I didn't know the hurricane was going to destroy my car. So I had to hitch a ride with a buddy of mine, and he worked at J.C. Penney's. He said they were hiring, so I rode with him while I saved up money to get a car. Well, when we were at North Lake Mall, we'd walk out of J.C. Penney's and walk down to Wendy's, get our lunch, and walk back to J.C. Penney's. So as we're coming back from lunch, walking back into J.C. Penney's, that weather dude is walking out, and he's got like a pillow or something that he bought. And of course, I had my name tag on, and I'm like, "Oh man, what's going on, dude? We watch you on TV all the time." And he was just a jerk, dude.
Really,
complete douchebag. And so then I looked at him. Because if you're going to be if you're going to do that to me, you're not like a movie star.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
And I said, really? You're just a dude on the television, man. Like, you're not even that famous, and you're going to treat me like that? I said, you know what? I hope it rains on you. We walked off.
All he does is read a teleprompter.
I mean, come on, here I was, kind of a fan, trying to be nice to you and say how cool it was to meet you, and then you dick me like that.
Hey, you know who is super, super cool? Paul Osman.
Yeah.
He is so cool. He is so funny. Been friends with him on Facebook ever since Facebook came around. And let me tell you something. You can talk directly to him and tease him about his bleach white teeth. And he drives a freaking sports car, and he's always wearing a shirt and tie. Always just looks perfect. But he's a good everyday guy.
And who is this again?
Paul Osman. He's the weatherman.
Okay.
I won't give any other call signs out, but he's really cool. He lives up in Alpharetta. His son goes to school I guess his son's at college now. But I just wanted to do a shout out to him. And then Mark McKay, the guy who does WSB helicopter. Give a shout out to him, longtime friend. Just the coolest guy ever. Loves his job. You know what? They could probably stop paying him, and he should keep showing up. So there's just something to be said about people that love their job and do it well, instead of these dumbasses that get on there. And it's really not so much local news as much as it is like what do they call it, network news or mainstream media. Even the Wall Street Journal, which is a paper I have enjoyed reading forever, is gotten to where it's starting to do this whole headline speculation crap.
I'm telling you, it's all National Enquirer at this point, man. It's every bit of it is just National Enquirer. It drives me cuckoo.
Do you guys think that it is the internet? Seriously? Because I know they all talk about it.
Half of the news reports, here's the stupid. Okay, for instance, here's WSB TV. We joke when we're scrolling through Facebook and say, well, you can't really trust that news report because we know it's not a real news something.
Right.
So we know most of them are BS statements. But the problem is this WSB has turned out to be just as fraud as the frauds.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does these days. It sure does.
So, and the biggest thing though this morning,
just for fun. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
It puts on the lotion.
Who's this?
Who is this?
This is Chris.
What's going on, man?
Well, what you're talking about is the propagandist.
Yeah, I mean, they're you know what it is? It's the two cattle dogs trying to get the cattle to walk into the fence, trying to get into that corral. They are using our own stupidity against us.
It's true. And then, you know what? I honestly think, look at all the paper that's being printed up for these newspapers, and then look at how easy it is to put it on the internet. They got to be starting to put together, this day and age, they got to be starting to put together that we have to grab the internet crowd, because the circulation crowd of a printed newspaper is diminishing.
Right. Which still goes back to we're just going to point out a bunch of stupidity to make you click on it. so that our advertisers can see the clicks to our site, to our page.
We do. How many times have you been?
They can track.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
every move you make.
That's right.
How is it that you can sit there and look at stuff on the internet and see that whole? I'll just go ahead and admit, 20 pictures that NFL cheerleaders don't want you to see, and you'll just go, I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking at that. And then a half an hour later, you're looking at 16 people that died before their time.
Right.
It's
Well, how about the fact when you go scrolling down your Facebook and you see what you just looked at on Amazon?
I like that.
Yeah, but how weird is that?
Yeah, I like that. But you know what
confuses when you shut down now that you have there's like 2 or 3 minutes before sometimes it shuts down because it's collecting your traveling habits, what you do on the internet or on your phone even now. But here's the ticket. United States, all of its media is ranked 46 in the world for true news.
Yeah, I can see that.
True news about Syrian war, go to Syrian military news on YouTube, and you're going to get the truth.
Well, there used to be a paper that was called Kaidan, with an N at the end, not Kaido that we watch, but Kaidan, which in Arabic is called bayonet. It's translated out to bayonet. But the website had a live link to just about every single solitary paper in the world. And usually it had the English translations as well. But that was very helpful for me when I was traveling abroad. Wherever I was going, I could read up on the news of that particular culture for, a week before we got there, let's say, to see what was going on. But I believe the site's been shut down. So here again, I think it's being curtailed by, I don't want to say Soros, because that jumps from what's going on at our level to multi-billionaire.
CNN, the Clinton News Network.
In the past couple of months, it's gotten way worse because now they're looking into your bank account. When you go to get insurance for your truck, you've got to give up your bank account and agree to automatic withdrawal. Costco knows to the cent what I have in my bank account.
Well, I'm okay with the direct deposit stuff. Yeah, because I tell you the truth, the printing stuff out at this point is getting to be relatively ridiculous. My son, I've got one in college and I've got one in high school, basically. The one in high school carries around a Chromebook like you got, Steph. Okay, and hates it. But I was sitting there looking at it, and you know what it says? That Chromebook that his mother signed for will follow him if he stays in Walton County schools. That Chromebook is going to go to him when he goes to another grade or the actual from middle school to high school. So talk about collecting what you're doing. They're doing it at, he's 13, which of course is a big demographic for spendable monies. But yeah, so pretty crazy, huh? They're starting to track your buying habits and your viewing habits and your location. Remember Minority Report, where everywhere you went, it scanned your eyes and it said, "Hi, Mr. Madsen, welcome to, service merchandise." I hope service merchandise does come back.
While talking to Geico recently here, I was commended for having a flip up phone because they're GPSing you on your driving. Recently got scanned on a credit card chip. They knew exactly where I was at what time of day and when it happened.
Wow. That is, it's, you know what, being a techie guy, the first part of me is like, whoa, that is so cool. Do you know what's involved in that? But then the other guy is like, I don't know, but you know what? I'm transparent. I don't really have any secrets. And
you kind of are, because we just look right past y'all.
I know. And it's okay with me, but let's say somebody delved into my military records or delved into some of the I'm not going to say they're classified, but I'm sure they're, like private. And goes in there and finds out some of the stuff I did and then comes back and uses it against me in a DUI case. I don't drink and drive, but You see what I'm saying? So it kind of goes along the same lines as testing DNA for, what do they call that stuff when a woman's pregnant? Amniocentesis. That's what I was going to say. They check the DNA. Well, they do a DNA stamp.
Oh, gross.
You know they do a DNA stamp, right? I mean, that's the whole point of that. They say it's to check the chromosome count and whatnot, but in reality, it's a DNA stamp. So if they're doing that here in the United States, are they doing the same thing over in the Middle East or Southeast Asia? No, we know they're not. So is it fair that when that person migrates over to the United States as a refugee and commits a crime, you know, we can't track them? But if it was an American that was born as an American, we do have their DNA on file. So,
yes, and I agree with all that.
Big cases.
That's definitely something the world according to Mike could just do a lot of stuff on.
Yeah, I don't mean to bring it up now as much because it's supposed to be funny stuff this morning.
Yeah, man. And we got to shoot off to a commercial.
All right. Well, we're heading off to a commercial. Hey, Chris, appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
All right,
have a great day.
All right, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. We overtalked our commercial a little bit. We're supposed to go at 8:30. Everybody hang tight. We will be back. Actually, we're supposed to go a lot sooner at 8:30, but we were on one of them conversations couldn't get out of. It was a very good conversation. When we get back, we'll talk about some of the weird stuff that happened yesterday in Covington.
Okay, cool. Can you mute it? Can you mute it? I gotta pee. All right. No. Okay. My tablet stuff. Only every once in a while. My tablet.
I was just scanning YouTube.
Hey, I just sent something to the story page. We need to read about Sheriff Levitt.
I saw that. What was that?
Go read it.
Well, I mean, I don't have time. Did you see that picture I just posted of Hillary Clinton? That is just kills me. Everything okay with Corinne?
As far as I know, I mean, we had to get up early. We had to be here at 6:30. And I'm like, I didn't sleep worth a shit last night because Travis has, you know what a squirrel fan is, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got one set up in our bedroom. And I asked him on numerous occasions, please do not have it blowing straight into my face.
Yeah.
And last night, he had it. I mean, every time I rolled over, it was like blowing right in my face.
What is breath?
No, that damn squirrel fan. It's got it because of it. I can't sleep because it.
Why don't y'all just have two separate rooms?
I know we should, right?
Yeah. I just, you know what barbecue I like? I guess, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't.
How did we get on barbecue?
Because why I was late this morning. My gut got ripped up last night. It's kind of weird.
Hey, I didn't give him any barbecue.
I finally fell asleep, you know.
When did your gut get ripped up? Well, not. Did you like go crazy pooping this morning?
Yeah, like all night.
All night?
Yeah.
Probably wasn't your food. Because this morning I was horrible. Her stomach's hurting, and all the way to school, Zaylee kept saying, my tummy hurts, my tummy hurts, my tummy hurts.
Huh.
Yeah.
So apparently,
maybe it's a German chick.
It's a bug.
Well, it was.
Well, you know, Monday I felt like I was going to puke.
Well, you know, it's really funny you say that because I really didn't eat that much barbecue. For some reason, I wasn't that hungry.
Yeah.
I just ate a little bit, two little bitty things, and some coleslaw, a spoonful of coleslaw. But
because Crystal asked this morning when I told her what was going on with me and Zaylee, she said, well, you ate 2 fiber pills. I'm like, that doesn't cause that.
I mean, about 5:30, I went to sleep. I just said, I'm just going to lay my head down for a little bit, and I overslept. Did you see that picture of Hillary Clinton that I posted? Come on, man.
No, but did you see the one where they compare her to a guy called Steve, the car guy? They look almost identical.
Can you see it? My tablets.
Yeah.
Look, somebody went through all the time to Photoshop that where they're helping her when she's going up the steps, but now it looks like she's going out the back of a cargo aircraft. Awesome. You see that, Steph? That took a lot of work. That's a picture of her when they were helping her up the steps, but they photoshopped it into the back of a cargo aircraft.
Oh, I see it now.
And they're pushing her out.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
And it looks like she pooped on herself.
Yeah.
I wonder if they added it. I don't care. I hate it. I'm perfectly okay with it. I'm perfectly okay with the entire world. Despise that woman. How is it that she has pneumonia? Okay, one, she doesn't have to report it. Good God, if that was Trump, right? Then all this happens, and she takes a couple of days off. You could just, when you're the president, take a couple of days off. Man, what the hell? And if I got a cold, the rest of the world's just going to have to wait. No.
Yeah, I got the sniffles this morning. Oh, what is that? Oh, we're at war.
Yeah,
but I'm going to take a couple of days off.
Who do you call in sick when you're the president, right? Jeez.
All right, we're back, everybody.
Whoop, whoop. I really despise Hillary Clinton. Sorry, just wanted to get that out.
You ain't
Thank
the
you.
only one.
So, because we covered so many different things this morning, I'm gonna go back to the Star Wars trailer that Stephanie's talking about.
Cool, man. We're going back in time.
Gotta get back in time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it to play. It's not doing what I need it to do.
Well, it did come from Stephanie. I figured I'd go ahead and throw it out there. You know.
Well, it's showing me the video, but it's not really showing me the link. I need to go to the link part of it first.
How about that link I posted last night? It says page not found, but you click on it and it went
yeah,
to the
and then
page.
it pops right up.
It's like, that was stupid.
And that's how the whole conversation started last night.
That is not true.
Yes, it
My
did.
private parts came up.
Ooh.
Oh, well, you
Only
started
because you.
it.
Did it take a blue pill?
Yeah.
No,
You said your private parts came up.
Yeah. I don't think I'd ever do that.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how they came up. That's my point.
Don't.
Just, hey,
hey,
check this out.
We don't want to.
If you'll, Scotty.
Oh, it's muted.
I'm busy, Mike.
If you'll whisper in my ear or just kiss me lightly right there,
Shut
I'll
up.
show you exactly how it comes up.
All right, so look, we're gonna show
Scotty.
We're gonna show that video of what they're saying.
Deny
The
my
new.
love.
Shut up, Mike. This is the new Star Wars. Now, I don't really get.
The world is coming undone. Imperial flags reign across the galaxy.
Can you be trusted without your shackles?
Let's just get this over with, shall we? We've a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent.
None of these people are even remotely the same people.
Right. But
You really
of course,
doing
the
this?
Death Star's there, though.
I want to help.
Good.
I don't want to watch it.
I've
Oh,
been
and it's not
recruiting
the
for
same
rebellion
people.
for a long time.
I like it because it's made it a little darker, though.
Yeah.
I fight the Empire now.
Yeah. See, it looks grungy. I like it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
All is as the force wills.
I like it.
I'm gonna share this video too for anybody that want to go see it.
I will not kill you.
Now-
C-3PO.
When does this come out?
Much time.
December of this year.
My birthday is December 1st if you guys want to take me.
Okay, so how about no? We're not taking you.
Why not, Scotty?
Because I'm not gonna take you to a movie.
Imagine just them two
The
sitting
hell's
in the
wrong
movie
with you?
theater.
What?
And
You're
Mike be
screaming,
like,
don't deny your love, blah, blah, blah. Now you're asking me out on a date. You are weird.
You know, you are so wrong. I was not asking you
Look,
on a date. I was
Lou's
asking
taking
you-
his wife out. I'm not taking my biatch out.
I was wanting you to take me, so I'm not really asking you on a date.
Well, is this the Sadie Hawkins dance you're asking me out?
But you would go to the movies with me if I asked you, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Just say it.
Are you buying?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'll buy.
Wait a minute.
So you go.
You asked him to take you to the movie for your birthday, but, you're buying.
Stephanie, he pays for all his hookers. Don't let him lie to you. How do you think he gets some other dates? They're only called dates because legally they have to call it that.
Yeah, and they come by Uber. I had to bring up Uber because y'all hear what's going on over the airport. Do you know that it's illegal to use Uber or Lyft at our airport?
Yeah.
Those people can. Scotty, you might want to mute me because I'm going to say something bad. The Atlanta government can kiss my ass. I can't use Uber or Lyft. When you get off a plane and you need to ride somewhere at the Atlanta airport, it's illegal to use Uber or Lyft.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because it's cutting out all the freaking. Where do you like to go?
So,
hey,
how about them?
Pause for a second. Pause for a second. Shut up. So,
where's his shot?
Here's what I know. When I pulled up in the bus to pick up the band Great White, I drove through this section that's the traffic that's more moving and not necessarily on the sidewalk. We pulled down past all the other buses that are picking people up, and I asked City of Atlanta, I said, where am I supposed to pick somebody up at? He said, circle back around. You can hang out in cell phone parking. And then when your people are here, just pull up right here. I said, okay. So we go down to cell phone parking. I just want you to follow the story, see how difficult the airport is. We go down to cell phone parking. Well, cell phone parking has the parking spots for cars, not a 26-foot bus. So we had to back up to this gate inside that parking. It was the only place that I could squeeze in, right? So then a gentleman who must have been from Africa, and I say that only because his speech.
We lost YouTube.
Was he black?
It's on the Just for Fun
screen. So as we're standing there, he comes up and says, you can't park here. And I went, City of Atlanta said this is the only place I can park. He says, who told you that? I told him the 2 police officers. He says, buses aren't allowed to park here. And I went, this is my bus. He goes, yeah, but you can't park here. You got to be blah, blah. I said, wait a minute. All public cars can park here. He says, yeah, but this is a bus. I said, this is my private bus.
Not for hire, baby.
So he has to call it in to tell his people, right? Okay, now see where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So Jack Russell hit us up and said that they were there, meaning the band.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull up. They're walking across where all the cars are pulling up. They walk across that to the next sidewalk where we're at. We pull up. We open the door. I open up the back door too. I have this gentleman who looks like he's a greaseball with the mafia, who comes up and puts his finger in my chest and says, you can't have your bus here. And I went, City of Atlanta just told me this is where I needed to pick these people up. He says, we pay all this money for our limos and our buses to haul people, and you can't park here. I said, you can kiss my ass. I'm doing exactly what them 2 police officers said. And he stuck his finger in my chest again, and I basically gave him the you're my number one friend right to his nose and told him if he has a problem with it, he needs to go down there and talk to the cops. Well, he starts raising hell on his radio, wanting to raise hell with the people at the airport about why he pays all that money if public people can just pull up. I mean, do you see the whole moral of the story is these guys are greasing the hands of these people at the airport?
Sure.
And Uber's not going to do that.
Well, it's crazy because one, the transaction between me and Uber ain't got jack.
Well, did you hear that they said that if they do it, they're going to try to charge Uber $1.75 per pickup?
Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Here's the question: how are they going to know how many pickups Uber makes?
Well, it'll fall back on Uber because your location.
How are they going to do that?
Your location.
So then the airport's going to demand your information on how your Uber's tracked.
Yeah.
See, that's just insane.
So what, Scotty? If I fly in and I call and I go, "Hey, Scotty, can you come pick me up?" and you're like, "Yeah," and you come by and pick me up, do you need to pay the airport for that? Because you're my brother I didn't like.
Right.
What the hell, man? You got to be kidding me. You just flat ass got to be kidding me.
It just trips me out. It all comes down to power.
You know what?
Let me word that right. Power and control.
Yeah. I'm going to go with this too, is that you have the appearance, because you have a lot more of these stories than I do. you have the appearance of being approachable and talkable and maybe somebody that people think they can F with. Because if somebody would have came up to me at the airport and had his finger out 20 feet away from me walking towards me, he would have saw the business end of the Smith & Wesson.
I died because the whole band, the Great White Band, watched me go from the simple, nice guy to I was cussing the dude. When the dude was like, I'm going to hold you right here until the blah, blah. And I'm turning around, shut the door. And I said, Jack, if y'all like to go ahead and get on the bus. And as the doors are closing, I'm still doing this. I'm like, you try to touch me and you're going to be needing the cops.
Yeah, man.
Just for Fun Radio.
What's up? Just for fun, genitals and women. Sore genitals at that.
Wow.
Man, we're hitting below the belt.
Ba-dum-bum.
Please be careful. They're a little sore.
Little?
Hey, but hey, at least your genitals are getting prayed for, man. How many guys can say that, right?
Mike refuses to pray for my nuts.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Like
I can't say nuts. I can say genitals.
But no, I mean, even talking with my pastor, I said, is this something I'm okay with? As far as my Christianity and whatnot, I've refused to pray for your junk.
And now,
and I'll pray for your health.
How about
your guidance
this?
and strength.
Wait. He prays for his junk every day to have somebody.
Yes.
You know,
that's different.
Yes. He
that's
prays
different.
every day.
It's like
right,
paying
Uber.
And how about this? If y'all want to really talk about scared now, my lymph node in my lower area, you have lymph nodes in your hip joints, if that makes any sense to you. My lymph nodes are hurting. So we'll see how today turns out. Sir?
Hopefully you'll have a good visit. But look, on the Uber thing, we have friends, Tim and I have friends in the cabbie business, and it has hurt the cabbie business, according to his percentages, as an overall detriment of 300% in their business.
I understand.
Yeah, one of my buddies had a taxi cab company here in Conyers, and he closed it down. He said within the first 2 days of Uber Goober, his business just decreased.
Uber Goober.
And the only taxi cab company that's still doing good in Conyers is the Beaner one.
Yeah, a good businessman that owned a cab company should reinvent his wheel, so to speak. I'm just going to say that.
Yes, sir. I think that's a good idea. There you go.
On to what Mike said earlier about his despisal for Clinton. You know how much I really care for her. I think she's just awesome.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to say real quick, I did not say last night, and Mike can elaborate.
And for everybody that's listening, Highway Jack from the Angry American.
Most awesome guy ever.
Mike, are you trying to get a date?
No.
I refuse to go, and now you're
wait a minute. Hey, Highway Jack, were you just making a joke about my junk a little bit ago? Because I can.
Did you just get that?
Wait a minute. He was on the good list. He's on the Military Mike official list. Now he's going to make fun of somebody.
I can't believe the delayed reaction it took you this long.
It just shocked me. I thought me and this dude were tight.
Well, hello. We don't need to hear about tightness with you two.
He thinks everybody's talking about his junk this morning and last night.
Jack, buddy, brother.
Hey, I said you were praying for your junk. I didn't dismiss that your junk needed attention.
Why are we talking about my junk? Jack, buddy, brother.
Oh, gross.
That was beating up on Scottie's junk.
Why do you have to say beating?
Try not to use the word.
This is not the nighttime show.
Oh, gross.
To Mike's
Oh, behave.
Cover Mike's back as hard as that would be, like putting hair on a bear's back. But anyway.
Why are you trying to cover my back?
Well, at least he was.
Is it time for a commercial?
Listen, the biggest thing you're talking about, Tommy or Tommy, whatever.
Tommy.
She hit on something.
Me?
That.
Well, God, Jack, you're terrible.
Junk.
No, you mentioned her on the show, but what she stated is the same thing I meant to state last night, and I've said it in previous shows, is this sickness with Hillary could be a ruse, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be, let me stir the pot.
Make people feel sorry for her?
Here.
Yes.
Well, no, smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, but what could she possibly be gaining?
She's under so much crap right now with all this, the new IRS petition and investigation that is still ongoing. So I just wanted to kind of back Mike up, trying to help you out, Mikey. You know, looking out for you, buddy.
Okay, well, don't look out for my junk.
I'm not.
Be careful, he's trying to back you up.
He wanted to cover my back.
Back it up.
And then he said it was a big story.
But that is a very good point, a very valid point. That maybe it's smoke and mirrors.
I just wanted to point that out and not to bust up. And you know, you guys are getting from all my people. I just want to tell you guys are doing a good job. But the girls are saying to quit beating up on Steph. Okay?
Oh, get over it!
Yay! Somebody's finally
over it.
helping Steph.
You know, she's a big boy. She can take care of herself.
Oh, bite me.
You know, and but I got messages like, "Why is that normal? Do they always do that?"
I get that.
Oh my God, these girls need to listen longer and hear what comes out of Steph's mouth.
Steph, I get it on the world according to Mike too, don't I?
Yeah.
They're women. They only hear what they want to hear.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes they don't even want to hear that.
Let's look at facts. Stephanie says the kids in the wheelchair had it made.
No.
Okay.
You completely took that out of context.
But you said it. Okay. Another one that she did. Yeah, my two cousins get married. They think it's cool. They ain't even got to change their last names.
I got a pretty butthole.
Okay.
It's not a lie.
Okay.
It's the truth.
Okay. How about
there's no blood
I'm
relation.
going to mute you. How about the fact that she says, you know, my daddy used to tell me I was sexy. I'm like,
how about the pretty butthole thing?
Yeah, well, you've already said it once. Don't say it again. How about the fact that her dad called her Miss Piggy? And these are all the things she says. Y'all can't be mad at us for laughing about it. Nobody forces her to say these things.
Well, you know, by the whole time that they're complaining about it, they're laughing as well.
Well, hey, look, we were sitting here one day before the show starts. Me and Mike just looking at each other, having a conversation. Stephanie is oblivious to us, just playing on her phone. Me and Mike's talking about something. All of a sudden, Stephanie just looks up and go, I got a pretty butthole. And we just looked at each other like,
time for a
what
commercial.
the hell just came out of her mouth? Like, why? Why did she say that?
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all can think we're picking on Stephanie, but Stephanie throws the ball. We can't help that we swing at it.
And the butthole comment was because you said that you referred Mike as
why me?
See, she can't even keep up with the story. She's trying to twist it to make it sound however she needs it to sound.
No, I'm trying to tell the damn truth.
If y'all don't quit talking about my nether areas, I'm going on.
Like my butthole, and I said, or my butt, and I said that I have a pretty butt.
Oh my
That's
God.
not what you said.
Well, I said I had a pretty butthole, or
yeah, but why? Why would you say that?
And how do you know?
We ain't getting in this conversation again. It's 9:08. We got to stop. Jack, thank you for calling in and stirring up this pot of crap.
Yeah, thanks, Jack.
I know. Can you imagine that selfie stick? It wouldn't be straight. It'd have to have like a 90-degree angle on it.
Ooh!
I've got to do what I do. I've got to hit the highway, brother.
All right, man. See you later on.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hey, next time you think about calling in.
Oh my God.
I can't believe he's picking on me. I thought he was like,
shut up. This conversation has just gone to the.
Man.
All right. So here's a little bit of a video from yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm Carl Willis in Newton County, where protesters, some of them armed, are in the square to speak out against a planned mosque and cemetery. The Board of Commissioners canceled their meeting tonight after social media postings and a video by this man raised security concerns. Tonight, we're hearing from the militia leader and counter protesters as they square off.
I'm not against freedom of religion, but I have to, as an individual, question what is really religious.
It's very much the typical Islamophobic stuff you hear quite a bit in the media.
Commissioners are set to let a moratorium on the mosque expire, clearing the way for it to be built. Tonight we hear from CARE and what members of this unorganized militia have planned next. That's tonight on Channel 2 Action News Night Beat at 11.
Did he just say unorganized militia?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I find funny. This is what I find extremely funny. So there's two sets of people out there. So you have the malicious guys who believe they're doing what they need to do. There has been a militia ever since this country even got started. Before the country physically got started, there was people already here. Yes. Back when the two countries from over across the pond decided to fight, there was already a militia here. That's how far back this goes. But here's what's crazy is those people that are trying to say that the what is it? The Muslim phobic, Islamophobic, whatever.
I didn't understand.
Those are a bunch of damn tree huggers.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, here's what I'm trying to ask, I guess. Why is it that the people that are protesting against the protesters are dumb people from Covington, not the rednecks of Covington, but it's the dumb tree huggers from Covington, and not Muslim people protesting? There's no Muslims down there protesting that they can't have their stuff. You just have these dumbass people holding a sign trying to say the other team. Okay, it's like team A and team B. You have the tree hugging, tofu eating idiots that are calling the other ones rednecks.
Yeah.
It's like both of y'all are screaming at each other, and neither one of you is actually helping the issue.
Now, I'm a little confused because it showed the young lady talking, and she said, this is just a bunch of Islamic phobics. Now, is she protesting for the mosque?
Yeah, she's trying to say that they should have their rights to do what they want.
So
if they're American citizens, then sure, they should have their rights.
I'm confused because I thought the protest was that the city government was allowing the moratorium to run out so that they could build the mosque.
I think what it is you got a bunch of people going, I ain't got nothing better to do today. I'm going to go hold me a sign down there. Give me some tofu, order up.
Now, do you think that the folks that were out there with AR-15s and whatnot, AK-47s, do you think that was just really a shock and awe type thing?
Well, no, but they practice every day their right to bear arms.
Yeah,
Right.
so why?
But so our news media just took it and twisted it and said, "Oh, they showed up with guns." They got guns every day. This didn't change anything.
Did this guy really, or that woman really say the unorganized?
Yeah, and they're
Yes.
very organized.
How
But
do you
why
get
do
away
they
with
keep
that?
calling them a militia, though? I mean,
What?
why
Well,
do they
they-
keep calling them a militia?
They are
Because that's what they are.
But
armed
I mean, the way
citizens.
that they're making it sound like they're a bunch of a backwood racist.
Of course,
hillbilly
that's what the
Nazi-ist.
news media is trying to push.
Yeah.
And because the way that they keep saying it,
Who
because I
keeps
look-
saying it?
the news media.
Exactly, the news media.
Because I
they're
looked up-
pushing the agenda.
I looked up the definition of militia, and
Good.
it says a military force that is raised from the civil population to supplement a regular army in an emergency, a military force that engages in rebel or terrorist attacks, typically in opposition to regular army, all able-bodied civilians eligible by law for military service. So, I mean, is that really a militia, though?
Yeah, well, you know what? I think the definition came out after militias were already in place, because to me, I think armed citizens with a cause against,
They're people standing up for their land, for their community.
Isn't this what this is all going to become? I mean, seriously, we're doing our best to try to stand up for what we think, like Scottie always says, what we think is right.
And the guy, Chris Hill, I actually have him on my friends list.
Mm-hmm.
The one that they were talking to that they said is the creator or the backer of this whole.
The organizer,
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen. If you think of the movie Red Dawn, when the sheet hits the fan, it's going to be your militia, just no different than what's always been here in America.
Mm-hmm.
That there's always been one.
Yeah.
Every state has one. People just don't talk about it. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just so happens that they came out to this, and now you know they exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I just have trouble with this whole media and the way they're portraying people. And I think everybody knows my take on freedom of religion. You don't get to choose. We either have freedom of religion or we don't. I'm good with either one because I will continue to maintain my religion. So you see what I'm saying is, if you want to be, buttheads about it, I think that people are overreacting down there. Scottie, you had mentioned that there were no, Muslims at the protest. And the reason why is they were asked, the imam was asked not to have people there. And he was asked not to have people at the courthouse.
I get you. I'm pointing out the obvious. I find it extremely stupid that you got these damn tree huggers out there holding their signs. It's entirely, this is entirely blown out of proportion here.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. You know that they were saying it was an ISIS training camp.
Yeah, but the problem is nobody really knows.
Yeah, nobody knows. And that's all these people.
Nobody's ever going to know.
Well, yeah, you can.
It could be just a mosque. No?
That's what I'm saying is nobody's going to know. Nobody's ever going to know because it's their right to do whatever they want to do. If they're U.S. citizens, they got the right to do whatever they want to do.
But you know, one thing, I don't know if you picked up on it this morning. The one thing that was kind of confusing, they were talking about this protest going on in Newton County, but then they were also talking about the threats of killing the Muslim kids at the mosque. So it made you think that it was one and the same, the way they were setting it up, which it wasn't. Because the one that the supposed social media threats came to was in North Fulton, which is there is a mosque up there.
Yeah. It's I watched a special on women that recruit for ISIS, and it was done in London. Okay. And they really put this one girl in a dangerous position, but she agreed to it and all. And you know what? After watching an hour of it and watching these meetings that she went to and all this other stuff, I kind of sat back and tried to look at it intelligently. And you know what? That girl and those people in those meetings were not doing anything wrong. I'm serious. They weren't physically doing anything. They were talking. They did hand out pamphlets and stuff like that. But you know what? The people that did the video, the documentary, they made it sound like these people were planning another World Trade Center thing. And it's really weird to watch an hour of that and then lean back and go, these people aren't doing anything wrong. I don't understand how they're trying to turn everything into, they kept saying they're secret meetings. Okay, they don't have secret meetings. They meet every Monday at the same place. That's not a secret meeting. You see what I'm saying is they're handing out propaganda. They showed, the lady hold the thing up and they looked at it, and it's basically the pillars of Islam. That's not a secret document. It's not a recruiting document. Yeah,
I'm actually talking to the guy now that they were talking to through Messenger. Yeah.
Well,
he wants me to send him the link to.
He wants to see himself on TV.
Well, no, he's. We're not showing you on TV. We're just talking about.
I don't care about what y'all talking about. How'd I look? Those cameras really.
The whole thing is, it's like I said, it's also getting blown way out of proportion because at this point, you're just having stupidity. I mean, hello, the tree huggers. What in the hell are they even doing there? That has nothing to do with what they're. Hey, here's what makes no sense to me. Okay, I can see protesters against it, but where all of a sudden there's protesters for it? Like, you're there to protest the protesters.
Yeah.
That's right, man. We got Pete and repeat here today to make sure that we got everything covered.
Do you think it's because nobody's paying attention to the tree huggers anymore?
So
they gotta protest. So now they're just gonna go with that. People in mutual funds used to chase mutual funds. Like if this one's doing good, they'd sell their other stuff and buy this. It's kind of like, I think these tree huggers, as you call them, are chasing the hot topics. To try to say
they just want to.
Why don't these stupid people go back to, okay, were they the same people complaining about the breastfeeding or supporting the breastfeeding at the square park? Go back to find something else. Go protest the vegetable stand because it's not organic. Bunch of dumbasses.
Can I ask a question?
Nobody knows what exactly their plan is for all that land, because that's a lot of land.
But it's their right.
Can
okay, let me put it this way, and I'll let you ask your question in a second. I said this to my wife last night. Okay, if they're legal U.S. citizens, then they have a right to do this. Mm-hmm. Do I trust them? Hell no, I don't trust them. But is it my right to refuse them to be able to buy land? If they're U.S. citizens, they have the right. Now, I still go back to, if you're not a United States citizen, I don't believe you should have the constitutional rights that our citizens have because you're not a U.S. citizen. I don't believe you should be granted the same rights. That's just my personal belief. But again, if you're a U.S. citizen, or at least whoever plans on putting it in their name as a U.S. citizen, then how do we tell him no? He has the right.
Right. I agree wholeheartedly. I really do.
Now, again, do I trust them? No. Do I want to trust them? No, I don't want to trust them.
I mean, somebody could call what we're doing right here
propaganda.
Yeah, man.
We're talking about how we don't trust some of the government. That's propaganda.
We are running an internet radio.
We're running a pirate radio station.
Right. Every day we get on the air, we are exercising our freedom of speech. Absolutely.
So, it's just a pain in the butt.
Can we go back to my question?
Yeah, go back to your question.
Okay.
And then we got to go to break.
All right. Look, I'm a pretty intelligent guy.
Well, if you're going to continue to lie like that,
look,
we're going to have to do
I might be a liar,
something.
but I'm smart. Here's the thing.
You're smart at hiding it.
You're intelligible.
My IQ is tested. I have a 144. My son's getting tested next week. So if he's got more than me, I'm going to have to kill him. Here's my question. When people talk about, I know that I feel dumb. When people talk about organic vegetables, here's my question. Aren't freaking vegetables organic? I mean,
okay, here's
now
the tree huggers have decided that organic, I understand what the definition of the word means, but now they're saying organic means it's free of pesticides.
Wouldn't that be pesticides?
And we now can charge you more money.
Yeah.
It is more expensive.
It is extremely more expensive.
But if it doesn't have pesticides, isn't it pesticide
Poison
free?
free?
I mean,
no. See, that's been going on for years back home too. And if they start with me, I'll be like, look, here's a farmer's field that doesn't do organic. There's the organic field, and then way back there's another regular farmer's field. Now, if he puts out his stuff, the pesticides and all that, you're telling me it's the wind's not blowing it over? It's not going
the water
through.
or anything
there you
like
go.
That. Okay, here's the other part
But
too.
it's organic.
Okay, if he doesn't have to spray it with pesticides, that means he doesn't have that cost.
I need some pesticide to get rid of the pest. Tree huggers.
So you see what I'm saying? So okay,
so here's what I want to do. If the tree huggers are going to protest the protesters, I'm going to go down there to protest the protesters. I'm going to go down there with a sign that says no tree huggers. So I will be protesting. That's right. I'm going to protest the protesters protesting.
And make sure you tape it.
Yeah, I told my wife yesterday. I wish I was there yesterday. She said, "Why? It would not have looked good for Just Fun Radio because you would have been seen standing with these cats." I said, "I'd have been seen standing with both of them because I would have went over to the tree huggers asking them what the hell they were doing, and then I'd have went over to the other guys asking what the hell they were doing."
I think you probably wouldn't have been a good idea to do that, but I think I probably could have got away with it.
Why?
Because
he's military, Mike.
Yeah, you're Just for Fun Radio, and you do have a lot to answer to sponsors. I'm Military Mike. I'm the knucklehead. And I probably could go down there and interview people.
My wife was scared, there would be
repercussions.
Pictures. Well, my wife was like, they're going to have video of you in a pork chop hugging, and then they're going to be mad at you. And
I think I could do it. And then here's something else. I
would have loved to have looked at the tree huggers and on video go, what in the hell are you here doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
I want to hold up a sign. Can we get a sign like the one that we got for Total Entertainment Management that says no protesting? And I swear I'll hold that thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy. People aren't going to screw me. So you see what I'm saying? Is no protesting. I'm against protesting. Isn't that ironically funny? Isn't that the story of my duality? Yeah, I said it. How do you say duality in German? You don't know, do you?
Duality.
On the YouTube
I got the
chat,
pesticide. It's called napalm.
But if he doesn't have that expense, why is
I got
it
to
more?
pee. Can we go to a break?
Yeah, God.
What was the chat going to say?
On the YouTube chat, it says no veggies are only organic if no chemicals are used to treat it. The term organic means no man-made chemicals. 144 IQ, you should know what organic means.
No, we understand what the word organic means. We're calling it an oxymoron.
Yes.
Because all vegetables are organic. That's the point. So he's saying that if you're not going to use chemicals on it, it should just be called pesticide free.
Right. Ding. Yeah. So whoever wrote just because I have a 144 doesn't mean that I know everything.
And it's an effing radio show where we're supposed to make fun of everything.
Yeah. And Einstein, who was one of the most brilliant men of our time, also said,
and I don't mean this
smart man doesn't know everything.
And I don't mean it
where to look. So.
I don't mean it disrespectful for the guy on video. I'm just poking because it's like me complaining about the tree huggers. I'm like, when when they turn the camera to the tree huggers, they look like a bunch of bookworms who just happen to see the news and go, "Hey, Bobby, you want to get on the news?"
Hey, you got that AR-15 in
And
your car?
one of them had a full beard, and you could tell he always wears a ponytail, but he let his hair down because he was going to be on television.
Hey, you got
and
that
it was
already?
combed.
You got that AR-15 with
Yeah, man, it's hilarious. All right, give us a minute, everybody. Pee break. We'll be right back. Going, Big Mike. Oh, I just smacked my microphone. That's like the third time this week.
3 times charms.
I have got this. Make sure that's still going. Make sure that's still happening. This is militarymike, and I know about security. Me, along with the guys at KMT Systems, they can handle all your low voltage needs. KMT Systems is located in McDonough, and they have outrageous 24-hour monitoring. Here's you can get these programs starting at less than $15 a month. You feel like being safe when you're not at home?
Oh!
When I do system needs at 770-508-28.
Karina, I almost sent you a message accidentally. Sorry. If it goes through and there's nothing there. Oh my God.
What? Oh.
Nah.
I'll be glad when I get to the doctor today and find out what we're going to do.
I know what they're going to do.
What?
Snip, snip.
Hey, I'd be all right with it.
Sneep, snop.
I'd be totally okay with all that.
I think we should, Scotty, if you want to, when these type of things come up.
Well, I just didn't know it was happening yesterday. If I'd have known.
You saw when I sent out the message, right?
Yeah, if I'd have known.
6:30, and it started at 6. But if we do happen to see that stuff, and I could run with a microphone.
You see who that is, don't you? You remember meeting him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's who died in the bike wreck last week.
That sucks. So the man did die?
Yeah. All right, you gonna do that story I sent you about the sheriff?
What about your phone call? You talked about yesterday.
Oh yeah. They want me. Yeah, hurry. I got to get with Mike to get the. Come on over, dramatic. Hurry up.
What you got to get with?
We have a phone prank to do.
Yeah, but make sure I walk outside before you start, because I know I'm going to bust out laughing again.
We can mute you.
He's still going to hear me.
All right, I'm going to have to mute. Well, no, we're just on video. We're okay. So there's a gentleman named Terry Howard. His Harley was stolen. But the way I'm being told to do this, I got to scroll back to the different person's name who sent me the information yesterday. Okay. Read all this down. Just start scrolling. That means take your finger from the bottom of the page and go up, and that lets you, but you got to read from the top and read all that message from that chick.
We're stopped for lunch, Scotty, right?
No, the guy wants to meet tomorrow.
Okay.
He says he's going to be in town tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to do a lot of driving today, boy. I'm paying from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I figured this way Crystal can drive today and I don't have to worry. What? You don't want to do it? See, my problem is I'm scared he's gonna cuss, but they say he's at work.
Do a different twist.
Huh?
Come up with a different twist. Hey, all this freaking coughing and all, now my throat's starting to hurt.
It was coughing and sneezing at the same time. Sorry.
Pooped everything I've eaten.
Do we really need to know?
Would have thought you'd done that last week with that vein.
I'm feeling pretty clean.
Staff, lunch today, canceled.
Huh?
Lunch today with Scottie canceled.
I think she just said that.
Well, I didn't know if. Didn't know if that meant that.
Okay, we're going back live, and I'm gonna pick on Stephanie. So Karina just says, "Hey, Steph, the lunch with Scottie canceled today," and Steph says, "So you're not having lunch with Scottie today?"
No, I said so. You're not going with Scottie.
Yeah, but the lunch just canceled. There's your answer.
But you had said something about taking her around to other sponsors. And
Well, we did that yesterday.
I thought there was some that you didn't.
How about you just do what you're told?
Hey,
How about you bite me?
I'm not doing what I'm told. That's crossing the line. I'm offended.
No protesting.
Hey, before you start, let me know. I'll walk outside.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch.
No, what, biting her butt?
Nothing.
No, I didn't say to bite my butt.
You just told me to bite your butt.
No, I just said bite me. I didn't
Stephanie.
say where.
Stephanie.
You can bite my big toe.
Do they have barbecue
I'll make
in
it
Germany?
all.
Hey, so let me point out.
Sweaty.
Let me point out. I watched that show last night, and that is the funniest damn show. I went back and started watching from the very first episode.
I told you was gonna like it. Me and Travis just sit and
I
laugh.
laughed. So tell everybody what the show is, because I think
It's called Better Late Than Never. It's got Terry Bradshaw, Henry Winkler, William Shatner, George Foreman, and Jeff Dye on it. And last night was the season finale, and it will just. It's just hilarious to watch them old, and they refer to themselves as old farts, going around the country of Asia, doing different things in the different, like there was. Did you watch the one with the South Korea, North Korea yet?
no. That's next. That's the third episode.
Oh my
We haven't
gosh,
watched it.
that was so funny. And last night it was Terry Bradshaw's birthday, and they were in Thailand. And they took him to a karaoke.
Don't tell me, because I got to watch last night.
I thought you watched last
No,
night.
I just told you I started
okay.
from the beginning, fool.
Oh, okay.
But the
okay,
funniest
okay.
thing was them in Tokyo or China when they were in the 5-star hotel, and they're on top. They're in the presidential suite. Terry Bradshaw strips down completely naked and skinny dips in this pool in front of everybody. It was hilarious. William Shatner dropped $102,000 in this episode. He bought people $5,000 suits. He bought Henry Winkler 3 $5,000 suits.
God.
Paid for a yacht. Paid for so much. Man, he dropped it like it was nothing.
Yeah, and Jacob
dropped it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
Jacob's saying, yeah.
That show is absolutely the best thing on television right now.
Cool.
The only thing funnier than watching this is me and Mike on video riding in my van. I mean, that is the only thing funnier than what I watched last night. That show is awesome.
I'm bringing it up on Kodai right now.
When he fell and the little Chinese guy goes, "You okay, Fonzie?" I'm just like, no way. But you got to watch the show. Everybody should watch it. It's on demand, by the way. If you have AT&T, you can find it.
Is it only one season?
Yes,
so far, it's only one season, but it is on Kaido because that's how I watched it. Because on demand still has commercials, and I can't stand.
I hate commercials.
I want to watch the show, man. I hurry.
I hate commercials.
Yeah, like I said, me and Travis, we just laugh, and it's like, okay, what are they going to get into this time? I mean, that's how you. When they say they're going to the next city, it's like, oh, okay, what trouble can they get in there? And I actually sent the link in the messenger that had the show where they did the Cobras. But I told you, I said, Mike, it's got the snakes in it. So
yeah.
You're warned.
Yeah. There's 4 episodes. Welcome to Tokyo, Kyoto, and Hong Kong, Soul Brothers, and A Thai Goodbye.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's right here on a 1-hour show. It's it is on Kodai if you have Kodai. Very cool. I'm gonna watch it. There's 4 hours of funny stuff right there. Hey, did you see on Netflix? London is Falling is on there. I love that.
I watched it.
I love that.
I didn't watch it on Netflix, but I'd already watched it.
That's the second one to
Yeah.
White House Down. Right?
White House Down. But the second one, London is Falling. That's pretty good, man.
London Bridge is falling. I'm sorry. I just had to make the
Falling
joke.
down.
Just had to make the joke. So there was a friend of mine I wanted to mess with, and I don't know if this still is her phone number, but it's her birthday. So we're gonna get Mike to call and sing her happy birthday.
Okie dokie, Loki jokey.
And this is an innocent, harmless one.
Innocent bystander.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
We'll see how that goes. And I already know now that I have to mute our guest because she's already swore to us she won't be able to keep it quiet. Just kind of put your hand over your mouth. All right, you see the name? Watch.
And strangle yourself.
Here's who we're calling right here.
Okay.
And you can just say that you're Facebook friends with her and say, I noticed on your cover page that you're working out. You're looking really cute. Be your gay guy or whatever.
Oh my God, seriously?
You know, you do whatever you want. You're just calling to wish her a happy birthday.
Okay.
But make it out like you've been, really watching her Facebook, scare her a little bit.
Yeah, don't mute me. That'd be weird. I don't blame her. I don't
call has been forwarded to an
Ooh,
automatic voice message system for
She's at work. I think she's doing like some teacher stuff now.
Pair Pro, Pay
something like
Tag Pro,
Pair of Bros. That's a moving company.
For $65 an hour and 2 incredibly large black men.
What, Stephanie? Do you not get that one?
Are you chewing or farting?
What the hell are you shaking your head no for?
Yes, she was chewing.
No, I said I was chewing. Yes, because I thought we were doing.
You were shaking your head before somebody asked if you were chewing.
Because I was like, "What the hell did y'all just say? Something about moving?" That's
I told you she just tunes people out, dude. Like
because I was reading.
You can have a conversation with her, and she's just like in a different world sometimes.
I was reading this on YouTube that it's a show. He didn't really spend his own money. Shatner would never spend his own $100K. Well, dude, how do you know?
We don't know. Nobody knows.
Exactly.
But a lot of it you can tell.
Don't be that guy today.
Yeah, don't be that guy today. Come on, just have fun. That's why it's not just fun.
After the show, I'm going over to American Family Insurance.
Dun, dun, dun.
Go see Karin.
So none of that has anything to do with it.
Just a fair shameless plug. And a heads up, Karen, he's coming over.
What?
Huh?
Shut the door, lock it.
What did you say?
There you go.
Oh no, they
so
me.
Some of it you can tell is staged though. I mean, because it's a TV show.
Yeah.
After we sat and had a talk with the guys from Moonshiners, we realized how much of I don't know. You can't really call it reality TV. It's not.
It's staged.
Even Naked and whatever that's
Naked
called.
and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid, dude. They've already done some behind the scenes stuff, and you can see where they make them do the take again.
Yeah. Did you see where the naked people were helping the film crew across the river?
Yeah. Here's a lot of the stuff. Like when we were talking to the Discovery Channel when we were going to do a reality show, my whole problem was if I was walking into the antique store, the cameraman would have to be behind me.
Yes.
He couldn't be in front of me. Because if he was in front of me, then that means he's already went into the antique store and already told them what we're doing. So where's the reality to it?
None.
So that's the thing that pisses me off when you're watching some of the shows. Like, so you're watching Naked and Afraid. The guy's got a hatchet, right? and he's walking in the jungle and the cameraman's behind him and you see him cutting the path. Well, if he's cutting the path, then how in another picture is the camera guy in front of him?
Yeah.
If he's cutting the path, the cameraman can't be in front of him.
Do you remember?
It's so simple to figure out that this is all scammed.
Do you remember when the girl was sneaking up on the other guys?
Yes.
Okay, and the guys filming, it's like, wouldn't they over at the fire see the cameraman standing next to the girl sneaking?
Duh.
Yeah, so I don't know, I kind of lost.
You know what it feel like? I feel like this. I feel like it's what was I, like 8 years old when we were playing Army? And it's like, okay, you pretend that I'm walking up and surprising you guys, and that's what it feels like. Like I'm watching some of this stuff going, really, dude? Like, for instance, I was watching Mountain Men the other day. So
Mountain Men
Eustace is riding his horse, and his guy that lives with him or whatever they do is on their horse too, and they're coming up this creek bed, and they're on this other dude's property. Well, the other dude just happens to yell out, he like shoots a round off in the air and yells, "Hey, who is that?" Well, the cameraman's already down there. So that means the dude that shot the gun already knew the camera guy was there way before the horses came up, which means there was no surprise there, which means you only shot the gun because you wanted it to look dramatic. Oh my God, people.
That's just like that Street Outlaws. You cannot tell me. And
yes.
Travis and I had this argument. You cannot tell me that it is real street racing.
No.
Because you can't just go and block a street off and have all these camera crews and all these people and all these trailers set up,
whatever,
for the quarter mile
that
they go down the road.
Shut up, Mike. So how about we really stop watching Moonshiners after we met the Moonshiners, because everybody remembers the heavyset fat redhead guy who had the pickup truck that they blew up.
Why can't you just say the pickup truck?
Stop, Mike. So when we're talking to the guy that used the John boat to hide all his liquor in the river underwater, does everybody remember that guy? So we were talking with him, and he, we're asking what the reality of it is. He's like, dude, I can't tell from one week to the next if I'm the good guy or the bad guy. He's like, every day they edit it different.
Oh, yeah.
He said, they'll just tell me, do this, do this, do this, and then they'll edit it the way they want it to look. He said, then when I watch it, I don't know if I'm the good guy or the bad guy. And I said, well, what's up about that blowing up of the truck? He says, well, you can see that it really blew up. He said, duh. He said, but it wasn't what they made it look like. He said, we had to have pyrotechnic guys come out there. We had to have 3 fire trucks. We had to have all the stunt guys. They're like, you just saw it like one of us walked over there and set this thing on fire and it blew up. That's not what happened. He's like, it was insanely stupid. He said 90% of the time when you see them guys drinking what looks like shine, it's water.
Yeah.
He says because by law, they can't video us making moonshine.
Right.
He says, now I will admit there's a couple times that we're out there. He says, we do make moonshine. He says, there's a couple times like we know they're coming, which means we can't have real shine. We have to have water. He said, but there's 1 or 2 times that we're standing there making moonshine and we hear footsteps and we turn around with guns. And all of a sudden we look at the camera guys and go, what in the French toast are y'all doing here? You almost got shot. He said, so there is 1 or 2 scenes that are realistically moonshine. He says, but it's illegal. So, I mean, it's just, when you hear this, it's so retarded, man.
Retarded.
There's what is, what is really legal? Or, I mean, what is real at this point,
Well, that's like the America Got Talent reality show where they make you think that when the person comes and tries out for the show, it's all one day and one.
Oh yeah. The voice, when you see the trying to get on to the voice.
Yes.
They wear the same
audition.
clothes. Yeah, dude, this takes like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
We've already talked to a couple of cats that was on The Voice, and they're saying the same thing. They're like, dude, that took so days to do that.
And they just made them wear the same clothes over and over again.
Yeah, man.
So that
it's
it
just
looked
insane.
like the same day.
That's right.
Yeah, we know all about those reality shows, how they're set up.
Well, the more I found out, when we were talking to the people that were involved, You know, they're like, do you know, they wanted us to fight. Like Mike,
that ain't
Mike's already an ass and he makes the rest of us be an ass. And it just is what it is because he thinks that's the character he's supposed to play. But on what they wanted out of us, they wanted us to totally be douchebags on camera.
Oh, you got that covered.
And they said, well, do you know why people watch Orange County Choppers? Because they want to see the dad and the son fight. And I said, no, us real motorcycle guys wanted to see motorcycles being built.
To see that, yeah, definitely.
That's why the show died.
Because we stopped watching because of all the arguments.
And she said, do you know what makes Honey Boo Boo work? It's a train wreck, and everybody's waiting to see what's next. And I went, that's not exactly the truth, but that's what they believe.
It's an idiot.
They believe
stupid.
That's why everybody watches it, to watch a train wreck. But again, these are the same people that watch NASCAR. So what do you expect?
I never watched Honey Boo Boo at all.
Never seen an episode.
Honey Doo Doo has got to be the worst show that I've ever heard of.
Well, you know, duck thing.
Goose?
Duck
Goose.
Dynasty. Duck Dynasty. I've never watched an episode of it, so I don't know. But there are some people that were buying Duck Dynasty blankets.
Oh God, yeah,
car covers.
When they first came out, I really liked them. You know, and then you start realizing it's 100% far-fetched and fake. But what they stood for was really cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
but it's repetitious now. That's why I just quit watching.
Yeah, the dad actually went to school with Terry Bradshaw.
Oh yeah, really? Robertson, the old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Terry Bradshaw was the backup quarterback to him.
Oh wow!
But he chose, once they got out of school, he chose to be a family man and not pursue a career in NFL. And Terry Bradshaw was the one that went on to be the awesome quarterback that he was.
Now, now these guys started out making these duck calls, right?
Yes.
And then were they doing well before the show, or
yeah?
Was it just one of those things somebody found them and said these guys are hilarious and they're Christians and let's put them on TV?
I don't know how they found them, but yeah, I mean the company was established before the show and was doing good before the show. The show just added to their money.
Our lunch just got canceled for tomorrow because my doctor's appointment just got rescheduled from today till tomorrow. Sorry.
So the old crazy uncle Si, he never really did anything, right?
Well, he probably really did go to Vietnam, but
yeah, but
he's a character, kind of like you.
Okay,
he just sits around and drinks this gallon of sweet tea.
Yeah, then you've got the dad guy, right?
Phil.
Okay, now did Phil start the company?
Yes.
Okay.
He invented the duck call.
The duck call.
Yes.
Okay, and then his son, right? Or is it his brother?
Willie.
He's kind of the CEO, right? Yeah.
Well, there's three of them. I can't remember all three of them's names.
You never really see them. Did they ever show them building I would be interested to see how the duck call's done. I mean, how they're built. Okay.
I just got news. I feel so much better. So the doctor, Crystal's texting me right now, and I hate to interrupt the show, guys, but let me tell you, I'm about to cry. I feel so good here. Doctor is looking at the ultrasound images, and boy, I got water on the back of my throat right here.
No.
Said that it scared me because it said today's got canceled and they're moving you to a different doctor tomorrow, which is next to the hospital we were at. The same building, really. There's different sections. And I'm like, oh, shit. And did it sound bad? Because she said she was on the phone with him while he was looking at my images. And he said everything looks fine. You have fluid that's causing the stretching and the pain. He feels strongly that it's the varicose issue. But I expressed that we were concerned about the knot. So she's typing right now. So if he's looking at the imaging, he said that he's not seeing the knot on the imaging, which he says is likely means that it's just fluid and not a mass, but he'll know more tomorrow.
Cool.
So sleep on.
Ta-da!
I feel 10 times. I feel the weight lifted off of me.
Good.
I feel the weight lifted off of my testicles.
So we'll go for lunch today, right? No, just kidding.
Yeah, they're still a little sore though. driving yesterday, you don't realize that, like, I'm sitting here right now and I have to keep my legs spread open. I feel like a hooker. Both my co-hosts are biting their lips. At least they're not biting mine. Ba-dum-boom. So, hey,
So, Mike, how about the trees?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Jesus,
I
what
had to share this, dude, because I'm like, oh my God, I feel so much better.
Mike's still biting his lip.
Because they look at all this stuff, but nobody ever told me what they thought they saw. You know what I mean? What, Mike? What, Mike? What? Mike usually will say anything. What is wrong with you two? What? Just say it.
Say it. Come on. Say it.
Say it already.
Say it.
Socks.
Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
God, Stephanie, hush. You sound like your uncle yelling at you.
Wasn't there a letter from our sheriff?
So we needed to do let's do the commercials real quick. We're going to come back. Steph's going to read the letter that was from our sheriff.
Cool.
God, Mike, why didn't you just say it?
Because every time I opened up my mouth, you were freaking jumping down my throat.
No, what was you going to say?
I don't know. I was just being funny.
Oh my God, you're a dick.
Really?
Made me drool from laughing so hard is what Jacob said.
See? Just gotta know how to play the crowd. Instead of talking about your junk on the air.
Well, man, that was good news, man. I needed to know.
Yeah, but how come he can talk about it and you can't? You know?
I mean, I'm just sharing my good news. Why couldn't you?
What does have to do with your junk?
Because the great news is about my junk, you idiot.
No, the great news is spreading the word of Jesus Christ.
At least he's not sharing his junk.
Oh,
Well, maybe
you're fired.
Mike is an idiot. What?
Is the big mic on?
Yes, of course.
no.
You guys are so
1, 2.
What are you saying? Is that German?
Yeah.
Stop confusing that child.
I'm not confused.
I'm trying to actually get it where it's sounding better.
I would not confuse.
1, 2, 1, 2. My dog's gonna be like, "Are you calling me?"
Daddy. I don't think she even hears us. I think she's like that asleep.
I'm just making sure that big mic's working correctly.
Really? You telling him that you're glad he's okay?
Oh, there we go. Look, that big mic's so good now. You can hear Ashley moving.
Oh, really? Well, she got super excited on that, so she was kind of.
1, 2. Oh yeah, that big mic is hot. The good thing is now when it's on, like right now, my microphone's turned off. So that big mic is actually working, which is great because I wanted people to be able to hear what goes on when the shows happen. But I mean, like you can hear me rolling the pencil.
So no farting, Mike.
Yeah. You could move that wrapper to that Pop-Tart and everybody hear it. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Was it really loud?
Put your damn headphones on and find out. I could smack you sometimes. And people say we're mean to her. It's like, do y'all not see what she does?
You're mean to everybody.
You know, I didn't used to be this guy. Jen started it and then she left and everything got good. And then you decided to be this jerk on the radio, which makes me have to bitch at you all the time. It didn't used to be that bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels and girls, we are back. It's Just for Fun Radio.
Dun dun.
So, Steph, read to us what is happening.
As the 15th,
Hey, could you tell people, hey, this is a letter from the sheriff? Please explain what you're fixing to read.
I thought, okay.
No.
I thought we did that before but okay.
Mike, and people say I'm mean to her. It's like, come on, people. Do y'all not see this?
What you eating there, Moke? What you eating, man?
Stop! I gotta take a drink.
Okay, Stephanie, tell people what for you two to have watched the news so much. How do y'all not explain stuff?
I've got a question. When they're doing like WSB News, do they get to eat Pop-Tarts?
You don't know what they've got under the table.
Crickets.
May I please have your attention? The store will be closing in 5 minutes.
It's 9:55, so technically it's right. Go ahead, Steph.
So this is a letter from our sheriff, Sheriff Eric Levitt. As the 15th anniversary of September 11th has come and passed, I thought it was important as your sheriff to share with you the continued commitment of the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office and all first responders in Rockdale County as we continue to serve you. As always, we take delight in our mission to serve with integrity, honor, and pride, and to treat each and every person with dignity and respect. We will perform our duties in a professional, efficient, and impartial manner for the citizens of Rockdale County. We work for you and, most importantly, with you. This is our community, and we could not have the success we have without your support. Our success is driven by our commitment to you that we will be there to serve and protect. I would like to also show my gratitude on behalf of all of us for the constant appreciation that is shown to us around the community. Every meal that you buy, every hug that you give, every package that is dropped off, and every thank you that is expressed show that our community is a driving force in true change and support for law enforcement. This continues our drive to move from hate to hope, from dilemma to delight, and from careless to compassion. Join me as we pray for the deputies, officers, firefighters, EMTs, and their families. We pray for the safety of all first responders nationwide. Sheriff Eric Levitt, Rockdale County.
Awesome.
There you go. Being part of the community.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Sheriff Levitt, he's pretty awesome.
Sure is. Sure is.
He's been in this county for, gosh. I know he started out as a deputy.
Did he really?
Yeah, he started, I think they said he started his career that he lived here in Rockdale County and started his career in here. And how funny, I'm wearing my Brian Mahaffey shirt. We're talking about him.
Yepper, and I'm wearing my 9/11 shirt that I didn't get to go do, but hey, I'm glad I didn't actually, because I heard it was an awfully long ride.
I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Quit looking at your nipple.
Spirit of the Wild that variable speed gave me.
So what's on everybody's agenda today?
I am going over to American Family Insurance when I leave here.
Steph?
Nothing.
Mike?
I'm going to American Family Insurance when I leave here.
Live here. So do you know what you're going to be next to?
Mandarin
Garden.
Yeah.
Are we going to go eat?
No, I don't.
Oh, man, everybody's belly, so
Yeah,
it might not
I
be
don't
smart.
know. That's probably a good idea for me to do that today.
Mandarin Garden. I want some Mandarin Garden.
I love Mandarin Garden, and Kelly's a sweetie, and it's great food and everything. Just not sure that I'll be partaking today. I use way too much of the soy, and I think I use way too much of the mustard. And together,
I think you eat too much of the
wasabi. Yeah, ate a ton of sushi last time.
Yeah, the sushi.
So yeah, got to be careful. You know, can't be out there.
Bless you.
The girl just sneezed so hard she blew her headphones off. How do people not go back and watch YouTube? Because for people to think that we pick on you, if they could just see what happens in this studio. And what's really funny is, as Highway Jack says, they said that we're being mean, but yet they are laughing. So we're being mean, but you are laughing.
They're laughing with us.
But we're being mean, but they're laughing.
Sorry, I had to sneeze and I couldn't get to the napkin in time.
Ooh, so you just sneezed out in the. No wonder why we're sick all the time down here. Everybody just blowing airborne infectious Zika virus at everybody.
Zika.
Freaking crazy. I've got Zika.
And Mike doesn't need to go to lunch today.
Yeah, I've got Zika, and I think I might even be pregnant.
Yeah, like an elephant.
Who's the
Did you just
daddy?
call me an elephant?
I
God.
said like an elephant. That's different, Mike.
Isn't it time for you to? Isn't your
Go
visa
home?
up?
Nope, not yet.
Are you homesick yet?
Nope.
She's so homesick that she said, "I don't want to go home."
There you go.
What if your mom is listening right now?
She can't.
She can't listen?
She doesn't listen. She doesn't get on my computer.
That right there is hilarious all by itself.
Oh man.
What if your mom's listening?
What if your mom's listening?
She wouldn't get on my computer.
She doesn't know the password.
There's no password.
There's no
Are we? What the hell are we doing?
So Jacob
Jacob
just sent an article about, and they were talking on the news this morning about it. The e-cigarettes batteries.
Oh yeah, did you see that?
exploding.
This dude got second and third degree burns on his hand.
No way.
Another girl had a Louis Vuitton purse, and she had a spare battery sitting in there, and they're trying to say that something in her purse touched the positive and negative together at the same time. But really, how likely is that? There's really no way that somebody just happened to have a paper clip that just happened to touch the positive and negative at the same time. But it blew up as she had set her purse down to talk to somebody. Smoke starts pouring out of her purse, and then her purse catches on fire.
Yeah.
Poor purse.
How crazy
That's
is that
a
that
little
they're catching on fire?
Skapishkus.
So Scotty, what are your plans?
I don't know. I've got people saying that they have cardboard for me that I need to go pick up.
Yeah, but that was like old cardboard next to a liquor store or something.
Well, that was Abby being a sarcastic a-hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the box was soaked in some kind of water, and you could clearly see that it was a nasty box. I had a young lady bring me some cardboard yesterday that's exactly the size I need, but there's another gentleman that has some big pieces of cardboard, so I'm going to swing by it. So I think it's a body shop.
Ooh.
And then I just heard that AutoZone had some cardboard for me to come pick up.
So what do you need the cardboard for? What are
All
you
that
doing?
soundproofing stuff that I have.
Oh.
I love how you read stuff and then just don't really put one and two together on why.
I love how you read stuff and you're more confused.
Yeah, I know, right?
How does that happen?
She reads
Genetics. I don't know.
Okay.
Did you say phonetics?
I said genetics.
Get hooked on phonics? What? Do they have hooked on phonics in German? Sieg Heil. Now do it with me. Sieg Heil. Laughing is verboten. Sieg Heil. I know nothing.
Well, that's apparent.
Shut up, Mike.
Thank you, God. I didn't want to have to say it again.
No, it's Halt. Oh.
Yeah, see?
You're
Heil.
fired. I feel like I got to sneeze again.
Oh, that's gross. Can we leave? Can we go home now?
I got a napkin now.
Too late.
Is
that a Zika proof? Or
Yes, of course.
It's a McDonald's napkin.
And my wife says,
yeah.
don't you get a sheet load of cardboard that's just going to sit in our garage.
Get him.
Exactly.
Get him,
But no,
Crystal.
truthfully, the good thing is if I get the cardboard, I'm finally going to get the soundproofing out, because she's like, you got all that soundproofing just sitting there.
Did you ever sell that motorcycle?
Which one?
The one we talked about?
No, you
Okay.
said you wanted it.
Well, I know. I'm talking to him. He called
So
me
how
during the show.
about this? A friend of mine, it's actually his birthday today. He built this motor, right? Okay, let me word it this way. My mean streak is a fuel-injected 1500. Okay. He had a classic that it was a carbureted 1500. He built the hell out of this 1500 to the point that when he put it in and was shifting gears while he was hot rodding around, he like ripped the transmission out of it.
Ooh.
But he said that I can now have this motor, that he rebuilt this complete motor with a new transmission and everything, but he doesn't have the bike anymore. So he's going to give me this motor that he's got like $5,000 in.
Yeah,
Crystal,
like you need
sweetheart,
that.
I love you, baby. I love you.
What does that got to do with anything?
Because you know that engine's going to end up on a stand in the garage.
No, I'll take that.
With the transmission.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that fast ass mean streak and put a bigger motor in it too.
Yeah, that thing's going to be sitting next to the pool. Underneath the porch.
Lawn art.
With a tarp on it. Hey, maybe we can mount a video camera to it in case somebody steals it.
What's funny is
your phone will
it's
be
actually going to probably end up at Philip's Nose Garage. Because I don't have room for it.
That's a beautiful thing. That was good. Yard art. That's beautiful.
I'm just saying.
In fact, you know what? We're writing that. That's going in the book.
But my wife really, she doesn't want me to get rid of the Main Street because she wants to start bar hopping. We don't bar hop, but doing local stuff around here.
Yeah.
And then that's what I said. As I said, I need to get a new battery for it. I mean, look, I keep insurance and a tag on it. You know, so I mean, all I got to do now is just put a battery in it. So I'm gonna go get a battery.
And Jacob says it'll be in the spare room, not in the garage.
Yeah, Superman bike deserves its own room.
Wow.
Can we go now?
Crickets.
We're fixing to.
Okay, good.
Well, on great news, my testes are good.
Ooh.
Well, they're not good, but they're not bad.
Ow! I'm sticking to the ball.
Wow, that happened at a very inappropriate time. But, you know, you kind of get what you get when you're talking about your testicles.
So, look, we still got to prank this guy, by the way. They still want me to prank him, so we got to come up with something.
And I just feel like that would be uncool if it was done to me.
Well, no, we're not going to prank him about the bike now.
Oh. I'm
trying to find out if he's single. If he's single.
It says married, but why would you be doing that, dude?
Huh?
Nothing.
It doesn't say that he's married. What are you talking about?
Right here under intro.
That's not the right guy.
Why would you have him on the screen?
Because that's somebody else. That's the dude with the motor, dude. That's just his birthday. I just said happy birthday. Down here in this lower section is the guy that we're pranking.
Why do you want to know if a dude is single?
So you can call and say that you found his cell number in your wife's phone.
Or how about if I call and say I found his number in your phone? And we play that angle.
I'm just curious, at what point do you figure that you've gotten under my skin way too much?
I don't know what I can do that I don't get under your skin. If I sit here and I don't say anything, then you get mad at me. If I say stuff.
What happened to that guy that was on here like the first day ever and was just awesome? And that's the guy that I said, man, I would love for you to come be on the show. What happened to that guy? Did you eat him?
He got lost. Right?
I was trying to think.
Is your Alzheimer's kicking in and you forgot where you left the body?
If I did eat him. No, I keep all the bodies in the same place.
Under the porch.
Next to the engine.
Oh my God.
You're all right.
Not really. I see old motorcycle engines.
And Ravens is like, you'd have to have room in your garage. Duh.
Gee.
Duh.
Are you just now tuning in, Chris?
I see motorcycle transmissions.
I see light bulbs.
Turn signals.
I see cardboard. Lots of cardboard.
I see handlebars.
I see some box that's supposed to heat the water in the pool. And lots of hose.
I see PVC pipes.
Everywhere.
I see y'all farting off. Here's what I see. I see Mike living in a house putting up fake drone pictures, making us believe it's his. I see Stephanie with 14 friggin' grills and 36 friggin' dogs, and she has the nerve to say something. The biatch has 18 boxes of pancake mix and 72 cans of peas, and she wants to criticize me.
Don't forget the cornmeal. Don't forget the 10 bags.
I see Aunt Mama everywhere. And you have the nerve to say that to me? I see PVC. I bet your dumb ass has been in that pool, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
in your
then.
clothes. In your shorts.
Let's not make that big a deal.
Whoa.
See, and people say I pick on you. You open that can of worms. You just put a smile on his face.
What are we talking about, Stephanie?
Because now he's trying to figure out how to get in his shorts.
Huh?
No, he's trying to figure out how to get in.
No, he's
your
trying to figure out how to
shorts,
get in your
Scotty.
shorts.
Yeah.
Scotty.
No, if you're getting in my shorts, he now wants to know how you're going to get in his.
Scotty.
Mike, what?
Why was Stephanie in your shorts?
Because his wife told me to.
It's not like that, Mike. Quit looking at me like that. My wife was not like spectating or anything.
Voyeur. It's called voyeurism.
Oh my
and
God.
Now a couple of things are coming very clear to me.
They do? Good.
And it ain't the pool water. You know
It's
what I
not?
mean? Yeah, that cesspool is scariness right there. So were all of y'all swimming together while Stephanie was in your shorts?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then. Y'all do know that it's Zika season, right? Wow. So Stephanie was in your shorts. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you wear the shorts home, Steph, or did you change out of them here? I'm going to vomit.
God.
Changed out of them here.
Okay. Alrighty then.
I had to put
And
my
I said to
clothes
her,
back
I said,
on.
how sad is it that you've had your nuts where my nuts have been?
Wow.
And Stephanie goes, that's not funny. And then
Well,
she giggled.
It's really not funny. But dang.
2 dudes in 1 pair of shorts.
But that should be a reality show because God knows it would never happen in non-reality or pesticide free. How about that? I'm going to go with that. Jeff Mathias, you are now hereby referred to as number 3, and you are pestified.
And he was in the pool too.
Pestified.
You are pestified.
And Jeff was in the pool too.
I am proud
By
to
the
be
way.
a deplorable. Thank you, Miss Clinton. Though, let's be honest, I was born here, so you ain't deploring me anywhere. So,
Yeah, so she's supposed to go. Is it tomorrow she starts back on her campaign, or is it today?
I think she's dying. I think perhaps she's dying.
Duh, but I hope she is. But doesn't she start back?
Dang, Steph.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Damn,
That wasn't very
girl.
nice at all. That was a little rude.
So what about the
All right, so
call?
what we're going to do is we're going to call this number, and Mike's just going to act like this number was in his wife's phone. Come on. We're running out of time.
What's my wife's name? What's my wife's name?
Pick the name
Pam.
sitting next to you. I don't care what your
Okay.
wife's name is. You could call her Biatch.
What's this guy's name?
I'm fixing to pull it up. Hang on. Dum, 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 dum. But really, you're not going to need to know
I know,
his
I
name
just need to-
because you're going to ask his name.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be like, hey, man, I need to know who this is. You know, their his name. Because you're going to say, I thought Terry was my wife's female friend.
Okay, yeah.
And come to find out it's you. I'm going to let them know. I'm going to let her know that we're fixing to.
It's after 10, right? Yeah, it's 10:13 there. I gotta get on here soon, buddy.
Did you say you got doo-doo? Is that what you just said?
Ow!
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Why are you wearing that hat, by the way? What happened to your other hat?
What hat am I wearing?
It's just for fun hat.
Oh, because I'm a co-host on the morning show.
Did you lose the brown hat?
He's been wearing that for a while now.
Okay, they're listening. You ready?
I'm so ready to
All right,
get
I'm
this
muting
over with.
the guest that can't stop laughing.
Yeah, German.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
He sounds like he's listening too. That went to voicemail quick.
5.
That went to voicemail super quick. Super quick.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, that went right to voicemail.
Man, that's straight to voicemail.
He's
So that means he's
on to
on.
us. He's on to us.
He's on. Well, we'll have to mess with him tomorrow then, because that's straight to voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Normally,
No,
when
they
it's
set
straight
you
to voicemail, it's always a mess up.
Or either
we'll
he's
see
on
in
the
a second.
phone
We'll see in a second.
making a call out. Because if Travis is trying to call out as I'm trying to call him, it goes straight to voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give me some fried taters. Mm-hmm.
Fried taters.
I'm gonna hug your neck. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else going on today?
No, I need to get going. I gotta go over to
All right,
American Family
let's try one more
Insurance.
time.
American Horror Story comes back on tonight.
That's a weird show.
Yeah, it is.
Your call has been forwarded to an auto.
All right, there we go.
But season 6
Damn it, man.
starts tonight on FX at 10. And they were showing like some freaky stuff, freaky things that's going to be going on with it, that they're like in the woods and there's ghosts and
Sure
like
got
more
pretty mouth.
voodoo stuff. Yeah, some of the freaky people look like that too.
Hey, I got to tell you this. This was kind of weird.
How about you tell us?
The other day,
Tell us something.
a friend of mine, she's talking about what costume she's going to wear for Halloween, blah, blah, blah. Chicks use this Halloween thing just to
get slutty.
Try to be
slutty.
Yeah, be prick teasers. But whatchamacallit, we're talking about scary stuff. And I said, how come in any movies or shows or anything else like that, nobody's made it rain? Okay, like raining, like all the BBC movies and shows I like to watch. How come nobody's made it rain blood? And then I watched that episode of freaking Penny Dreadful where it happens. Like the next day, that freaked me out.
Are you at the end of Penny Dreadful yet?
No, still got a few more episodes.
I find it funny as much as you complained about it. You were hooked.
Yeah.
and
I
you're
can't
still
believe
watching.
I can't believe it's going to end though, because that could be a timeless story.
I told you. I'm hoping it's just another chapter. I hope it's not.
They can change the people around.
Black Sails is fixing to come back out for its final season, and last season was a little stale, but it's still such a great
it's cool.
idea.
I've been enjoying Blacklist, and I hate
I can't
Spade.
get
I
into
hate
it.
that actor, but I've been enjoying it's taken another twist. It's like Homeland. If you ever watch that, it's just
Which
constant.
that's supposed to be coming out again.
Oh, is it
for
really?
another season?
Yeah, I've had my fill of that actress. God, she is a
I wish The Bridge
Claire
would come
Danes.
back on. I hated that The Bridge has stopped.
I didn't watch The Bridge.
You should go watch it.
And then Nashville moved to CMT
Nashville
instead
sucks.
of ABC.
And what was that other one I watched? That there was a bunch of younger, hip law enforcement people, and they all were doing all these busts. One was from the DEA, one was from the FBI, and they lived.
Oh
in a
yeah, they
house
got rid of that
together.
too. That was on FX.
Yeah,
that got stupid towards the end.
Yeah.
Hey, do you watch any of the stuff that's filmed in like Covington, Conyers?
Yeah.
What do you watch?
The Vampire Diaries, occasionally the originals.
Okay, explain to her or show her when you get home some of the stuff. You can show her using your laptop. But I drove her through Old Town yesterday, and you know how they made us look like the streets of New Orleans.
Yeah.
I was explaining to her how that works, or why they did it rather.
Yep, it's pretty cool.
When I leave here today, I'll be going over to American Family Insurance.
Karen, be warned.
Karen.
Karen.
You know how she told me the first time, because I kept calling her. I called her Karen, and she said, "No, it's Karen, like car in the driveway." I went, "Ah." So now every time I see her, I just kind of giggle because it's car in the driveway.
Karen.
Well, here in a few minutes, I'll be saying Karen over at American Family Insurance.
How you doing?
How you doing?
God.
So
And James, the Conyers Darth Vader.
Really? That is a horrible thing to say.
Wow.
The voice. He's
Thank
got the
you.
voice.
You're trying to call him evil or something?
He's got the voice.
No, he's
Never
just got that
mind. It's a
awesome voice
joke.
that James Earl Jones had. I almost called him Tommy Lee Jones though.
Jerry Lee. Not the actor, the dog.
Yeah, shut up. I guess we're gonna get out of here, you guys.
See you guys.
Everybody have a great day.
Chakaruba.
Don't. Did you just really?
This is Chakaruba. It's a place in the Caribbean.
Yeah, but you did the
Jamaica.
No, I don't have a middle finger.
You're doing the chakra.
I have no choice. My middle finger was blown off in plenty of fish accident.
Plenty of fish accident.
I got Zika.
Oh my God. A plenty of fish accident. That's good. That's good.
Nah.
All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here. And today I'm actually gonna delete some of the background stuff because yesterday I added a bunch of stuff, song requests and stuff, and then I didn't delete the intro music and it played twice. So Tubby hit me up to tell me, hey, we're out of here, you guys.
Cheers.
Bye,
I'm hoping we can figure out some information to prank the guy tomorrow and maybe give me a company number that will get to this cat instead of maybe his cell phone, since he's not answering his cell phone.
Now let's see. It's Wednesday night. What happens Wednesday night? So just for fun radio.
It's the goo and the roo.
And
Roughage.
the roughage.
Rough edge.
Like a vegetable.
An organic
He likes that
vegetable.
Or
parsley.
pest free. Pesticide free.
Organic lives matters, please.
Organic lives matter.
He likes that parsley, you know.
Oh,
Parsley?
Smoking the parsley.
Oh
Yeah,
my
parsley.
God.
How much you
I
want for that
can't
sticky
believe
wiggy,
where
Jacob?
our mind goes sometimes.
Well, he'll be tonight at 7 to 9. It's a remote broadcast from Tulsa, which is slut.
What?
It's a slut spelled backwards. So
That's what he is.
yeah, I see sluts. So
I see sluts. What?
yeah, it's a new rapper. Shut up. Tonight at 7 to 9, it'll be I See Sluts and Jacob, the guru of music.
Icy sluts?
Yeah.
Is that a,
No,
is that a
it's-
slushy?
no,
Icy
it's a
slushy?
flavor. Yeah, it's a flavor over at Quick Trip. It's an icy.
Slushy?
Yeah, it tastes like. Oh no, don't go there.
It tastes like fish.
It tastes like marijuana.
Oh my
Is
god.
it the Salem Road location?
She just said it tastes like fish. Can you imagine
Shut up.
all the lesbians walking around in front of the store?
Can you imagine how bad this show's gotten? And people ask why I pick on you, Stephanie. Look at that face.
She looks Chinese when she laughs. Going Japanese oil. Going Japanese. I'm a redneck.
Oh my God, we are out of here.
Thank God.
Everybody have a great day. We love each and every one of you, except for all the haters.
And the ones below.
Y'all can
age
suck
of 16.
suck eggs.
So,
Go get you a sign and go hang out with the rest of the yuppie
it
protesters.
says no protesting.
Damn tree
Hug a
huggers.
tree.
Hug a tree.
Smoke a bud. That's what Stephanie really meant.
Tree lives matter. I don't know. I
That's
don't know.
right.
Maybe in Lord of the Rings.
No,
Watch
he
out.
said
Mike
tree
can tell you go
huggers.
knock the bark off of it.
Ba-dum, bum, bum.
Ow.
All right, everybody. We will see y'all on the flip side. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything we would do.
Or if you do, do it just for fun.
That's right.
Bingo.
Bye, y'all.
You know, when you said hug a tree, I pictured how we pull up into your driveway and someone's standing there doing this.
Well, the good thing is I have no trees in the front yard. They're all in the backyard.
Well, right next to you. There's a tree. It doesn't matter. There's a tree.
Property.
I noticed they have next door.
Grass, cut the grass. Sprayed some kind of poison all over everything. What time's your appointment tomorrow?
Same time.
Same bat channel.
I don't know. We'll have to see because I would want to hope we'd get home sooner. Going to be at Morrow and not Gwinnett. We knew coming home from Gwinnett was going to be a pain in the ass. So we were going to be steep. One of us in the
Kind of looks like dude feet though.
I got to check her appointment.
Hey, by the way, we're still live on camera. Bye, you guys. We didn't say nothing bad, did we?